this just goes straight into us. No stinger.
Nothing.
No, it's just we just need to change it.
Yeah, look at that.
That's a good start. Hello. Welcome to the T Sports Network. If Warhammer can be a sport, no.
Wait, no. We haven't done this in too long.
So long.
Hang on. We've got to choose a random sport.
Okay, choose a random sport.
Croquet.
Yeah, if croquet can be a sport,
Then this can be a sport.
let's go.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. Robin.
back.
Oh, hold on. Let's just let everyone know who we are. Robin. Oh no, we did it the wrong way round. And also Mark. And also Mark. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my lord. Thank you, my lord. Right, okay, everyone. Right, we're in. We're round 2 of the Rum and Rumble, which is an event held here in the TSN Arena.
It is, yeah.
We didn't do round 1 because we had a bunch of tech to sort, and we just wanted to make sure we got a lot of new people here.
Loads of new people.
Loads of new people, and by new people, I mean
they all lost.
Yeah, they did all lose. Yeah, it was their first event, which is fun. So we've even had some people travel down from Aberdeen.
Why?
Aberdeen. Oh wow, rude. But like they've travelled down, which is super nice. I've had some people down from the south, and we've had like some of the usuals.
The huge.
Yeah.
Some huge cruise.
Yeah, Eric Fredrickson or whatever his name is currently playing.
No, it's Derek Erickson.
Derek Erickson is playing.
If you don't know who Derek Erickson is, you'll find out soon.
Matt Goldsborough, Kieran Alinda.
Yeah.
Is playing. So we've got some great games. Hello, chat. Thanks very much. No, Flukesy has not come down. That would be fantastic. But yeah, we've got 4 great games.
The Loon King himself.
The Loon King. Nathan Prescott is playing. I always keep forgetting that.
How
so,
rude.
I know, right. So you can find all the lists. Oh, I've been a bad streamer. I haven't set it up yet. So you guys, the lists are all here available. But I'll set that.
I hope you guys know what they do. Because
yeah, they've released 7 battle tomes in about a week. So I don't know what any books know anymore.
I literally have zero clue. I was looking at the tables going, that got released last. Oh no.
Yes, so it's quite problematic. So we'll see. Thank you, everyone in the chat, for saying hello. So we can jump to some tables. Let's go straight in. So we've got Derek Erickson playing against Mr. Matt Goldsborough.
Have we got player cams for this one?
We got no player cams. I'm sorry. Yeah, Derek Erickson is playing against Matt Goldsborough. Derek Erickson is using Zinch. So a table boss Mark, I don't know if you're on the headset already, but if you could swap the names over for us, that would be delightful.
Yeah, because we need Derek Erickson at the bottom.
Derek Erickson is playing at the bottom,
and then Matthew G is playing at the top.
Yeah, Matt G is playing at the top. Now both players are actually, according to BCP, playing Lithuanian defenders. But if we're actually
stats,
no new Seraphon in play. Hello, Mr. Cabbage.
I don't need a new book.
They don't
Not another one.
We should talk about the battle plan. Battle plan is, we can do this after you. It is here, battle plans. Jaws of Galette. Let's start there, shall we? Jaws of Galette. Jaws of Galette. So there are 5 objectives in this battle plan. You get, the kind of trick to this is players going second can delete an objective starting from battle round 2.
Yep.
So 5 objectives on the board. Classic, hold 1, hold 2, hold more. 2 points to battle tactic. So 5 points around.
Yeah, and then you can start binning them off.
Yeah, it's interesting because it scales very massively.
Yeah.
Because like you can lose the ability to, from turn 3, you can lose the ability really to hold 2, hold more.
Yeah.
So that's something you need to be conscious of.
You have to be really, really careful with this mission that you don't sort of delete things that you want later on either.
Yeah.
So like if you delete too many, then you can find yourself losing later on in the game.
Absolutely.
Especially like a player like Derek, who likes to win in the late game.
Derek does like to win in the late game. Yeah, he's been playing Age of Sigmar a lot recently.
Loads of Age of Sigmar.
He's running a Seraphon list. I'm going to make it so that I set this up in a minute. And there's also a Soulblight Gravelords list, which we're going to go through now. So Matt G, one of the team's Wales players, what do you think about him as a player?
Oh, I thought you were going to say as a person then.
Oh, no, as a player.
As a player, he was known as the Shuffler.
He was.
For a while, because he'd deploy his army and then shuffle it forward and do nothing for 5 turns, then overrun by 4 hours. But now, Matt G has gotten a lot faster.
Yes,
so
that's
he does
true.
play a little bit faster, which means he might finish this game. But no, he tends to play sort of a castle build, which then sort of kills his enemy quite quickly. So like he's been playing like Lumineth, he played a bit of Sylvaneth, but now he's gone for Soulblight. And this Soulblight list is wildly different what Matt usually plays. It's very much a full send list.
It is a full send list.
So all of those, you can see those Blood Knights on the right-hand side. They're literally going to be in turn 1.
Yes.
And they, in his last game, they deleted, I think, 15 Half-Guard Berserkers in 1 round.
15?
In 1 round of combat.
Okay, that's pretty insane. That's pretty insane.
And I think Matt literally won in like 2 turns.
Okay, so let's look at the list, shall we? We'll start with the Disciples of Tzeentch list. Let's see if I've made this work, because we have not done this for a while. What button is it?
Oh no, we've got too many buttons now.
Oh no!
This is good world practice, man.
This is why we're doing it, and this is why we've not really told anyone we're trying overly hard. It's in here. There we go. It's got to be.
Oh.
So close. Absolutely so close. Let me just deal with that.
Do you just I'll just start talking about it.
Yeah, you can talk about the list because you can see it here.
Derek Erickson is running.
Shut up, Terry. Yeah, we're working. We're working a shift. Yeah. Derek Erickson.
Derek Erickson, I can't.
Come on, what's Derek Erickson doing?
Derek Erickson has got Disciples of Tzeentch. He's playing Host Arcanum, so we can auto-unbind 1 spell in turn 1, 3, and 5.
Yes.
And he's got a Curseling. He's got a Gaunt Summoner. He's got Kairos Fateweaver. So Kairos is pretty good at casting spells. Does quite a few. Well, I say he used to do quite a few mortal wounds, but comparatively now does a minute amount of mortal wounds.
God's sake.
And then for his battle line, he's got a unit of 20 Pink Horrors. So that's 100 wounds in 1 unit.
Exactly.
So obviously, if you don't know what Pink Horror does, if you kill a Pink Horror, it turns into 2 Blue Horrors.
Yep.
And then if you kill a Blue Horror, it turns into a Brimstone Horror.
So that's this unit here of pink. These are the Pink Horrors. These are going to be really important. There's a lot of wounds in there. And then 2 Cockatrices, Adam. So happy to see him on the board.
Yeah. So the Cockatrices make those Pink Horrors even better because you basically use their ability, the Petrifying Gaze, on a unit within 6 inches.
Yep.
At the start of the combat phase, and a 4+, that unit can only hit on 6s. So you imagine the output you need to kill 20 Pink Horrors anyway. Now imagine that you only hit on 6s.
So he's up against Matt G. Soulblight Gravelords, Legion of Blood, brand new army on the tabletop. He's got Neferata, Vampire Lord, and Zombie Dragon. Now, don't forget, Legion of Blood, vampires get +1 attack on the charge. If they're not on the charge, they get +1 to cast.
Yep.
That's going to also apply to Neffy because she's a vamp. There's a heroic action for the Vampire Lord so that if he does charge, he is going to be ignoring ward saves, no wards. Luke of Eye with a pile-in 6-inch attack with quite a lot, and the Cryptgas Courtier.
That Vampire Lord has also got an interesting ability where I think he can pick a unit. D3 units, and if he targets that unit, he auto hits on 2s.
So that's going to be here, just so you can see on the board. D3, yeah, that Vampire Lord is amazing. So
and it also overrides the Cockatrice 6 hit ability.
No, Cockatrice overrides it.
No, they've just spoken about it.
Oh, really?
They've worked it out. It does.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
so they've gone through the activation.
Yeah, so the Zombie Dragons, that ability, if the Cockatrice uses its 6 to hit ability, his ability overrides that.
Because it happens after.
I think it's just because that's how the wording is on it. Because of how it says it literally ignores anything.
Right. Okay. Perfect.
Essentially.
Okay. So Doom Minions is like probably one of the artifacts from the new Soulblight Gravelords book, and it's going to be really fun to see. The kind of combo that you're looking for here is Neferata, who is going to be located just here. I'm pretty certain. There's Neffy, and this unit, this big brick. Let's just show you there. This big brick of 10 Blood Knights. So just here, these 10 Blood Knights. Now they're 3 wounds apiece. They start on a 3-up save, but Neferata is going to be able to cast a spell on them. Ooh, okay, and that's going to be. Thank you very much thanks to our lovely table boss Marcus bringing us all the info. The Neferata combo with the Blood Knights is basically going to be 30 wounds on a 2-up unrendable save. They're all going to be hitting on 2s. They're also going to get a first turn game redeploy,
which I think they've already done. Because if you look at all those Blood Knights, they're right at the edge of the deployment. So because the redeploy doesn't care about the restrictions of deployment, so we can literally go right to the edge of his territory.
Yeah, so and some important notes here. We should be able to listen in on the players.
I'm excited, man. Let's have a great game.
You too. We all see.
We will see.
So, here we go.
I haven't missed anything else, so I know. Cool.
Battle tactic, cunning maneuver. Job done.
Auto run 6 on there. Job's good.
Yeah. The audience can let us know if they can hear the players. They should be able to.
If I had like 10 points, I'd take a Necromancer, but I don't. I'd rather have Lauka.
Yeah, of course, man.
Let me know if you can hear them.
You're going to get a CP. You don't have any wards, do you?
No wards.
And
Which
you
is
wait.
why I don't take first, because I was like, I might take first, give a 5 ward. I'm like,
should be able to
what's
hear
the
them.
point?
Like, loud and clear. You
So
can
I
hear them,
guess
but
I
we
do.
can't hear them.
I guess
no.
I.
That's
Do
okay.
I
That's
actually just
on
go
my-
for a
that's on my job
CP?
list.
Like, is that the wildest
That's
choice?
absolutely fine.
Probably.
I'll fix
I
that
don't care
as
about
we
anything
go,
else,
so
man.
you can
So
hear the
I don't
players
need
from
inspiring
Rumble.
presence.
Then we're going to jump
I
over
know.
to
I've never
The more
been
now
all
matches
out.
for
you
our
shit.
unrendable
Yeah.
save on.
I've never done all out defense.
Yeah.
There's so
So
many.
It's
Yeah, and
pretty good,
that
right?
Turning over
Vampire
for
Lord has
CP.
also got a 3,
Yeah, cool.
3
He's
plus
gonna.
ethereal
There you go. He's got his free.
save as well.
I'm going to
Oh,
do the
really?
same thing on
Yeah, yeah.
Kairos.
Okay, amazing.
I don't get it.
We're going to get the redeploy in a moment. We'll turn that down. All we can hear is the table. You can definitely hear us. The table might be quite loud. Too many voices. All right, thanks, chat. Just keep giving us the feedback so we can make this as good as possible. This is really a testing day.
Yeah.
We got AOS Worlds coming up in 5 or 6 weeks. And I want to make sure everything is absolutely smooth. So a lot of this is just testing. So I hope you enjoy it. We'll jump through some of the other tables and to have a bit of a laugh. Get to be in the room. So table 4 has already popped off, and Josh, who's up against Toby, really exciting list, has already taken his first turn. As you can see, Josh is running Nagash. That's the miniature you can see right in the middle top. So right here. He's running this all in Nighthaunt, right, Adam?
Yeah, he is. He's got Nagash and then 3 units of Blade Geists. So the unit of 20 Blade Geists, and then when the Blade Geists charge, you roll a dice for each model in the unit, and then a 5+ does a mortal wound, which is quite nice. And then obviously Nagash, 1,000-point caster, absolutely brilliant at casting. Can cast up to 8 spells to start with.
Not as good as Croak though.
No, not as good as Croak. Anything's as good as Croak at this point. But then he's got he can cast as many arcane bolts as he like. So he can do a load of mortal wounds. He's got Hand of Dust. So Hand of Dust is you pick a unit within 3 inches, and you can basically 50-50 auto kill it.
Wow.
So against Toby, who's running the Spider list. So he's got a Gloomspite Gits Spider list. He's got 3 big spiders.
He has.
So he's got 2, I think, of the Scuttle spiders, whatever they're called.
So yeah, so he's named all of his characters. He's got Kragnos. He's got a Scuttle Boss. Now the joke here is the Scuttle Boss is going to do like 40 to 50 mortal wounds.
Oh, it's unreal.
Yeah, he's got a Web Spinner Shaman, and that's got Tunnel Master in his list as well. But the real trick is his Web Spinner Shaman with Tusk Helm. So this is a 65-point character, which now does a charge like an Ogre Tyrant. But he's going to use Kragnos, so he literally sends him in to create a mortal wound bomb. Then the Scuttle Boss is going to run in as well. So we'll just go back to the table so you can see this. He's going to run in, and then he's going to try and punch his way through. But he's also got, as you just talked about there, he's got an Ragnarok Spider with Spiderfang Warp, with War Party, and he's also got Skitterstrand a Ragnarok. Just you can repeat that again, please, Mr. Table Smart. We can hear you, just not enough at the moment. Maybe turn your audio up a bit on the deck. Would be great.
Well, those Ragnaroks are really cool as well because basically they deploy off the board.
Yeah.
And then they come on 9 inches away, and then at the end of the combat phase, they can go back off the board.
They can. Yeah.
And then come back on later.
They teleport in and they teleport off.
Yeah.
Teleport in and then teleport off is what they're going to do, and they're looking to fight into. They're looking to fight into Josh's Blade Geist Revenants. He's got 20 there, 2 10s in his list. So you can see a big 20 here, the 2 10s, and Nagash in the middle. Nagash obviously going to be looking for a Hand of Dust, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
That's a spell.
Well, you say that.
Yeah.
But that Ragnarok is not going to be there.
The Ragnarok is not going to... Why? Because he's going to move away.
Because he's going to go away.
He's going to move away. That is true. That is true.
It is the old Nagash, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's old Nagash, isn't it?
No, it's new Nagash. Everything's new.
Wait. It's not.
Everything's new, baby. Everything's new. All new things. Oh, and look. So that Skitterstrand Ragnarok has not been murdered. Instead, he has run away off the board and he's back. Let's listen to the players. Oh. So back to table 1. You've seen Zeechers deployed pretty aggressively, like in a defensive screen here. Along this bottom line, where Derek had the option to take the first turn. He gave the turn away to Matt G.
Ooh.
Both Worlds players, teammates in fact,
Yeah,
in a deadly
teammates.
battle. Teammates, Derek versus Matthew.
Derek, an absolute menace on the scene.
Menace on the scene. He has got a big... so then he's given the turn away. Matt G has already thrown in that unit of Blood Knights right into these pink horrors.
This is so different to how I've ever seen Matt G play.
Yes,
He's actually moving.
Yeah, this is the opposite of Matt G's playstyle. Like, it's aggro.
I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Huh?
I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'm not sure about we need to learn to multi-table. We've lost this ability.
No, we haven't.
We can table 2.
So they
right, we're going to go there.
going to
We're still
move
in
around.
deployment. No, Stavros.
Yeah,
is
we're just
movement
sort of
phase,
wiggle on the
turn
spot
1.
and sort of just
Oh,
fill some
okay, This is
space.
going to be very confusing.
I won't take a
Let's
full
talk
move.
to
I just
him
want to
real quick.
reform basically
Kieran,
ranks.
left hand corner.
Yeah,
He's
about a
running
13-inch
Beast
move,
of
so
Chaos.
I'm not
He's
too
almost null
concerned.
deployed. He does have an incarnate here.
Do a flower
There's a
basically,
spawn
so front and
and a
base is
spawn.
touching.
Everything else
for
is
the
off
coherency.
the board. He's got some Bulgur off the board.
Cool.
He's got a Bulgur off the board.
These
And
boys
then
are going to
Stav
go.
is playing his Iron Jaws. He's got some Iron Jaws here, some Iron Jaws here. He's going to be looking to go
6.
grab all these objectives.
Nice.
These
Don't
Iron
forget-
Jaws are not going to have a good time.
10,
with Beast
so
Chaos,
just
are they?
You've
stand
been
behind
playing
the
a lot of
boss.
Beast of Chaos. How do you feel about it?
I mean,
2,
Iron Jaws are obviously a combat army, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Beast of
4,
Chaos
5.
really enjoy
I
combat.
think Blue Pigs
because they do
real
it really well,
wrong.
and they
I will
can
remember to
wait
betray this time.
So they can just
1,
wait to
great.
see where your weak
They
point is
kind of want
and
to
then
wiggle
hit you.
as
And
well.
I think Iron Jaws are going to have a real struggle with the fact that they can't do anything turn 1. And every time you see an Iron Jaws player, they tend to just send it turn 1.
They do. They do.
Stavros is not going to be happy that he can't just send it turn 1. But I think
Mega
Kieran's
Boss
a really good
is
chance
just
here. You
gonna
can see, like,
shuffle.
loads of stuff off the board. He's got the command trait on his
Wait,
general.
hold on. You guys have got double audio. Oh, apologies. I didn't mean to. Yeah, thank you. I didn't mean. We didn't know the audio was on. Please continue.
Yeah, so Kieran's got the ability on it, command trait on his general, which basically means that he can pick 1 unit off board, and it can come on anywhere on the board 7 inches away.
Yeah.
And then because he's going to do it on the Doom Bowls, or the whatever they are, the Bulgur.
Yeah.
The Bulgur. They'll come on 7 inches away. They get +1 to charge when they come down, and +1 to charge if they got musician.
Yeah.
So a 5-inch charge.
It's going to be quite interesting because we just saw Kieran played against an elite Stormcast army with like 9 long strikes, and he's just zoned off the board. So when these deep strikes come in, normally they have to be 9 inches away. In this situation, they're not like they're 7 inches away. But we've got all of these units. We've got all these units of Iron Jaws, all of these Gore Grunters moving across the board and looking to make it and reduce the space that those units can come, in my opinion, while also grabbing a bunch of objectives, which I think is quite nice. Like he's got the movement, he's got the ability to screen out the board here, right? I think he's got the ability to screen out the board. Like he can push, move. Like he's got like.
Well,
he's
you
got some
say he's got the ability to screen out the board, but the Beast of Chaos got a command ability, not command ability, a heroic action to drag a unit away.
Yes, they do. That's true.
So you drag a unit 2d6 towards the board edge, give yourself some space.
Wow. Okay, that's really fun. I mean, some of these armies, it's the first time. Like the Soulblight army, it's going to be the first time I've seen the Soulblight army play.
I've not read the book.
Yeah, like
I'm not gonna
it's
lie.
like, oh, we could do this now. Hold on. Like it's just confusing everyone.
Oh, hello.
Like, yeah, hello. It's just like all of this going on. This section is already confusing. Like, which is tough. Iron Jaws, I understand. I'm like, oh my god, thank
I
you.
get Iron Jaws. You know, I get Iron Jaws.
Like I'm happy about the Iron Jaws, but like that top bit, I'm really uncomfortable about.
See, luckily, I get the Beast of Chaos.
Yeah, okay.
So this table, I think I've got.
This one's fine.
This one I've got. You
Yeah.
know? But if you go on to, I think, table 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Table
I don't
3,
even know
right
how
there,
to-
baby.
They're colourful now.
Yeah, I know, right? I've been working
It
really
sketched me
hard.
out, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But table 3, you've got Nathan with his Gits, which I've barely read, versus Rob with his Slanesh, which
Yeah.
I've still not read.
Okay, so this is actually real interesting. So Rob, and it does look like our computer there on table 3 is having a big struggle, which is a bit of a shame, because that is not still. That is one of our big computers blew up, so this is our backup, and she is struggling. It seems.
Oh no.
Where our frame rate is not good. But
1 frame a minute.
yeah. You ain't get, which is a bit of a shame because it's actually probably one of the funnest games to currently watch. But
Yeah, you really don't want to slow Nathan down more, do you?
yeah, you really don't. But we are. Yeah, Nate's got an interesting Gits army. He's got an Arachnarok, which you can see at the top there. So this is just here. Arachnarok, Webspinner Shaman. He's got 15 Spider Riders. He's got a unit of 5 and 10 Boingrots, 3 Rock Guts, 3 Fell Waters in the list. All around here, and then this line of 20 shooters. He's in a good spot. A lot of what you're going to see coming from Rob here with his Slanesh army. So he's got his Fane, as you can see it here. He's got his Keeper of Secrets, and he's got his big Exalted Chariot. He's playing Pretenders, so he's going to be generating like absolutely, he's going to be absolutely generating so many CP. You can generate up to 9 CP each hero phase.
Okay.
It's like you could
9 CP.
Yeah, you can legitimately get like a lot more. I'm just gonna feed back some info to our table boss. Just if you could shout a bit more into the mic, please, baby. You've got such a lovely voice that it's not enough. A bit more oomph from you. Perfect. Okay, all right, that's perfect. Thank you. That's what we wanted. That's a bit more. We couldn't really hear you before.
What I'm hearing is just stop.
Yeah, just no more. Yeah, 9 CP. Oh, a Grimskull Tide just like look at this.
Wow,
it just appeared on the screen.
The power of TV.
Yeah, just amazed. Yeah.
Boom. Here's an Ragnarok.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's got 2 units of 20 bliss barbs. He's got the contorted epitome. Contorted epitome.
I know what bliss barbs do.
Perfect. The epitome is really good as well because it's got D3 +1 to wound against enemy units, which is really good because he's going to be able to pile in an attack twice with. Probably with the Exotic Chariot, which is what he's really trying to like pop off. But he's also got a unit of Slick Blade Seekers. These are over here. These are actually pretty good as cav. They're obviously not Varangard.
Combat ones?
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not Varangard, obviously, but who is? But like, I wouldn't be too upset with that.
But they're Ren 2, aren't they?
Yes, the important element for this army is when they get into combat. So what you really want to do with the Slanesh army at the moment is you want to ping depravity like it's going out of fashion.
Yeah.
And there's a couple, and it's quite nice because the book itself makes you generate depravity by using euphoric killers, which is command ability, or maybe it's just an ability that you just pick on a unit and you say you are euphoric killers right now. You're doing all the additional damage.
Okay.
And then all the damage you do in combat is going to generate depravity points.
Okay, that's cool.
That's what that does. But the other way that you do it with the temptation dice is you want them to take as many saves as they can.
Yeah.
So that you can say depravity
or
mortal wounds.
So I assume you just target the characters, right? Because they can't afford to take the mortal wounds.
Yeah, I mean, if you're allowed to shoot them, but like that's kind of why you're going to see like a really mixed arms force coming out of all the Slanesh lists.
Yeah.
Because you're going to use the shooting to get a lot of early depravity and force a lot of those options, and then you're going to want something constantly doing euphoric killers.
See, what I'm hearing is 110 bliss barb archers.
Yes, yeah. It's, so you charge to seeks and something and pop euphoric killers. Yeah. Also, if you pop euphoric killers, that lasts for the round. Okay. So if you use the Keeper of Secrets ability once per battle, so that you can pile in attack twice, then that euphoric killers is going to stack on that same unit twice.
Okay.
So like, it's about generating depravity, but like you've got to work a little bit harder to do it more than everything else.
I feel like I'm learning here.
Shooting doesn't give you depravity. What shooting does give you depravity, because what it does is when you shoot at something, what happens is you then say, "Would you like to use your temptation dice?"
Yeah.
And then because you get 6 of those per game,
you want a temptation.
You want a temptation. Want a little bit of temptation.
A little temptation.
And they either take mortal wounds or they get it. So that's what's happening on table 3. Table 4. If we just jump back. Okay. Right. So we're
that's
just
actually a lot.
Yeah. So we're just going to table here. We're into turn 2 now. As you can see, the score is 5 and 4 to Josh. Josh has got the priority into turn 2. We saw the Skitterstrand go in trying to kill some of these, but the problem with the new Nighthorn book and the new Nagash War Scroll is Nagash has got a 5-up ward aura. So previously, if you wanted a 5-up ward on,
does he?
An aura around him.
Right. What does Nagash do now?
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm good. Off the top of my head.
Because, like...
Off the top of my head...
I thought I knew this army!
No. This is a toughie. Right, so Nagash now has a 5-up ward aura around him.
Okay.
And if any units are killed, he's basically a Loon Shrine. He gets to bring one of those units back at half strength himself. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, he can't do arcane bolt spam anymore. Right.
Okay, I like that. Okay.
Yeah. Like, and he still can cast 8 spells. He's obviously a lore master of whatever army he's inside
so he knows all the Nighthorn.
He knows all the Nighthorn spells.
Okay.
Right. But realistically, it's the 5-up ward that's kind of the key point because he also has a 5-up ward save now.
Is he good in combat now?
Like he's always been okay in combat. Like he's not wonderful in combat, but he's good enough in combat. But the ward saves kind of keep it, and also he's got more recursion, so he also puts wounds back into units as well.
What's a word?
Thank you.
Hello.
Healing. Healing is the
Someone's
word.
got a good vocabulary.
Thank you. No, it just tends to like. There's been a couple of like abilities out recently where it's just been useful. But like, yeah, he's a support monster caster now. But like, he's very much this. He's okay. Here's the best way to describe him. He's techless that doesn't have to cast a spell to do the aura. And
nice.
Then you build an army around him.
What, he's like 600 points?
He's 1,000 points. But like, he also returns models as well, which techless doesn't do. So it's kind of fun. Like I don't know. Like I'm still Joey's really out on Nagash, but I know Josh is super keen on him. So it's quite fun to see.
I think so. Josh is on a bit of a redemption arc.
Okay, interesting.
Because last week at Blood Tithe, he did the same as me and went 1-4. And I think he's on his redemption arc this weekend.
Okay, yeah, he's upset. He's upset, but he's bringing it back. Okay, so he's already one win in. Everyone you're seeing has already won a game. We've only got 16 players here at the TSN Arena, soon to go up to 24 players.
Oh, why's that?
We've got some more tables downstairs, so if anyone in the chat does want to attend our events...
the world now.
That's it. That's from the top. Here we come. Anyway, so as you can see, he's moving forward. Some more of these, more of his models here. They're going to be moving into this. He's going to want to hit this bunker, but the big problem, or the thing that he's going to be very scared about.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. So another Skitter Strand is this model here. This model here. This is the Grim Scuttle boss, right? So the Grim Scuttle boss is a major issue. So he's got the headdress of 1,000,000 eyes. Yeah, the headdress of many eyes. And this basically stacks how many mortal wounds he does in addition.
Okay.
Like it's a lot, man.
Okay.
Like it's a lot. So...
Oh, Kragnos is in.
Kragnos is also in. Yeah,
it's wild that Kragnos is smaller than the spiders.
This is a 3D sculpt that Toby's done.
It just makes me laugh.
Yeah. Oh, what, on his base?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a terrible god. He's the worst god. Like even Khorne's a better god than Kragnos. Like, let's be honest. Sorry,
Wow.
Destruction Bros, but like,
Jesus.
just live with it. Just to jump back table 1 now. Don't forget, this is our Tzeentch versus Soulblight Gravelords battle. In this battle,
Where have the pinks gone?
yeah, we had this unit of vampire.
Blood Knights.
Blood Knights. And also this Vampire Lord and Zombie Dragon charging into this big screen of pink horrors.
Okay.
Now, like, that's completely the right decision. We did hear that just the vampire himself took out 19 pink horrors. That's not actually that big a deal. That's 19 damage. Is this a unit of 10? Is this a unit of 10 or is this a unit of 20?
Unit of 20, so it's 81 wounds left in that unit.
81 wounds left in the unit.
And the Blood Knights are just about to swing.
Yeah, so the Blood Knights here are about to swing. Let's have a listen and see how they feel.
2, 3s. All right.
Just the pink one. You're good. Cool. The
3,
Ren
6.
2-2, right?
Yeah, so no savior. So should I just double it, yeah?
Yeah.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 36. Cool. And then I've got the ponies.
Cool. 12. 18.
Take one out because no champ on the pony. Oh, that's right, man. Everyone's done that to him. Okay.
16. 28, wasn't it? So 8. So we've got 28.
And the ponies. Dudes! They're angry. And then...
The 4s?
Yeah.
Huh. Bin army.
So, yeah, we are still
that?
in this match here. So that combat's going to be a big deal. Yes, you're right. At the bottom, Derek Erickson. Derek Erickson is his actual name. A lot of people don't know Mathmallow's real name. Mathmallow actually recently got married. He took his partner's name, partner's last name, Sia. And even though everyone calls him Mathmallow, his actual first name is Derek. So Derek Erickson is the name of the world-famous Mr. Mathmallow. Okay, so the Blood Knights have done 43 damage into the horrors. So the Vampire Lord and Zombie Dragon, as you can see down here, and the Blood Knights in conjunction, done about 60 damage into the unit of pink horrors. So it's killed over half, like it's whittled that unit down to half what it previously was, but it's still not by any means dead, which is fun. But the problem is going to be punching back, doing that damage in return. And he's going to have to be quite cautious. You're going to have to be quite cautious because Tzeentch is a very fragile army. Kairos is going to be hidden in this corner down here. Like you can see Kairos in that corner at the bottom, right there, and that's going to be pretty difficult to get at. But that's the kind of trick when you're playing Tzeentch. You really want to make sure that Kairos is safe. So we'll come back to that fight in a minute, and we'll just kind of cycle through the games. So we're now into Kieran's first turn. So First turn for Stavros and the Iron Jaws, what he did was he took his units of Gore Grunters, he pushed out. He pushed out his Gore Grunters over here, and then he tried to zone the board. As you can see, it looks like this unit of Gore Grunters has been pulled by the Bray Shaman. Bray Shaman, Adam, explain to me how that works.
The Bray Shaman has got, well, Beast Castle got Rituals of Ruin, which are heroic actions that they can do. So they've got 4 that they can choose from. They can do 1 that drags a unit 2d6 inches towards them. They've got 1 that just does d6 mortal wounds. They've got 1 that gives a unit basically don't have to take battle shock, and they've got 1 that gives a 6-up ward. But if they use one of those, they take d3 mortal wounds themselves. But the Bray Shamans can use them off the board.
Yes.
So you can use 1 from off of the board, and you pick a point on the board edge, pick a unit of an 18, use it on those. So a good thing that you normally do is you do just d6 mortal wounds to a character, hope you just murder it, and then laugh because you've basically done nothing and gone, haha, you're dead.
Yeah.
But the really good one to do is using that 2d6 drag, which I think he's used on that unit of Gore Grunters, and it's cleared him some space, and it's really good to like pull people off of objectives as well.
Yes.
So like you can create yourself some space on objectives, take it with like 1 thing, gives you more ability to like bring your army down, and there's loads of little like tricks that you can do with it. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, super fun. Like it's really interesting to see, and as you can see, what we've seen, Kieran has moved forward his Incarnate of Gur. That'll be looking to charging. Incarnate of Gur is a combat monster, very, very effective. Looks like he's actually bridged over here. That
I've
doesn't
never
seem...
seen somebody put an Incarnate through a bridge.
No,
and I love
me
it.
either. I don't know why he's done it either, but I guess that's a thing. So he's moved that over, and then he's looking to throw that into this in the top right-hand corner. So yeah, so he's zoned out. It does look like he's measuring here in this bottom left-hand corner. All of the terrain, I don't know if you can see here for everyone at home, all the terrain now has tokens on it to identify what type of terrain it is. Probably at some point I'm going to make it so the overlay also shows those as well. There's no bone splitters in this
Any
tourney.
bone splitters in this tourney?
There's no bone splitters in this tourney at all.
I don't think there's been bone splitters in
a million years.
Yeah.
All the lists can be found in that link that I've put in the chat for everyone. So, as you can see, he's bringing on, it looks like some raiders potentially, maybe trying to kill this war chanter on foot. Not really sure at the moment what his targets are.
Kieran has got any raiders in his list. I think he's only got the Gore, generic Gore. So he's got unit 10 generic Gore. But I don't think he's got any Ungor raiders.
Gore really good as well now because obviously they charge in and they
2+.
They apply a strike. Isn't it 3+? Okay.
I've not used them yet.
They apply a strike last effect, yes. And so they're going to be looking to hit into this unit here. Oh, so his battle tactic is desecrate. So desecrate their lands is a battle tactic that you do. And then what you do is you pick a terrain feature. So he's chosen this piece just down here. This could be quite fun. He's chosen let's see if this works. He's chosen this.
You need to warn me before you when I'm not like biting my finger.
I just enjoy being able to do some stuff. Yeah, so desecrate, what he's done is he's chosen this terrain feature in the bottom right corner and he has to control it. He's controlled it with this unit of Gore. That unit of Gore are going to go over there and fight these. Absolutely 11 out of 10 behaviour in my opinion. Scoring some points. That's what you got to do, Adam. Scoring points. Yeah, it's how you win games, and if you win
prizes,
and if you win games, it means you don't suck to suck.
You don't suck to suck. And you might win a chicken dinner winner.
Exactly. Right, table 3. Going back to see what Nathan is doing on our 1. A lot of people think frame rates are important in the movies. We actually prefer less frame rates on this table. Table 3.
We don't need any frame rates.
No FPS
because
for
barely
us.
Anything's going to change.
I want 0 FPS if possible. Yeah, so Nathan's moved forward his unit of 15 spiders, as you can see here.
I love how he's got 15 spiders.
15 spider riders. A Ragnarok at the top. They're bullied or backboarded with a unit of Boingrot Bounders, which is pretty interesting.
Do spider riders do anything now?
Really good, actually. Really good. The trick is that they do a lot. Their mortal wounds are more likely instead of happening on 6s up and 5s.
Yeah.
As long as they're under the moon.
Okay.
The major problem always was like in managing the moon. The moon's a little bit more reliable now for Gloomspite Gits.
Because you got the endless spell.
Yes, you got the endless spell which drops the moon, so you see that being right here.
Yeah.
So that's already going to apply the moon. Also, Scragrot has the moon aura, and also The Loon Shrine has the moon aura, as well as the actual moon crossing the board
Okay.
and being on the board. So
There's lots of moon activity.
yeah, yes. This is a whole thing. Yeah, you could like this is the backdrop to a romance movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so many moons, so many
All
moons.
the moons
Yeah.
under the moonlight.
Under the moonlight. So what he's doing is he's using especially the end of the spell, like you pointed out, to apply that moon aura.
Yep.
So when those spiders do go in, he's going to be able to get some good combat.
Okay.
At the minute, it looks like Nathan's chosen his battle tactic, and we haven't yet had Rob's first turn. I think Rob said, and we heard from our table boss, that we are on 8 depravity points already.
Nice.
For Rob. Don't forget they want to get up to 32 as fast as possible.
Why
Because
32?
So, because they get a 5-up ward save
Ooh.
for the whole army. They become a Nurgle army.
Jesus.
But on their way to that, they also get -1 to be hit army-wide.
Well, luckily,
He's not there yet.
Nathan's not a new book.
Yeah.
So can't ignore wards.
Yes.
Because that's GW's new thing, apparently.
Yeah. It's first, the new generation of books is everyone has a 5-up ward. And then next it'll be no one has a ward save. It's the 40k arc. Like they did a thing called transhuman. Everyone was transhuman, and they were like, "What if double not pay attention to transhuman?" And then they just invented a new type of damage, which was like ignores all other things, which is beautiful.
Honestly,
Love that.
I mean, it started with 4+ rallies, and now we're on no ward saves.
Yeah, now we're on no ward saves. It's good, which is table 1. And then just to jump back to table 4, I don't know if you've seen this, but Kragnos and the double Skitterstrand war parties.
Wow.
Look at them. They have deleted Josh's screen of Bladegeist Revenants. Now,
Okay.
that's not a cheap unit, 20 Bladegeist Revenants.
No.
Like, that's 300 points.
But it's okay, because Nagash is just going to bring them back, right?
Nagash can bring a unit of 10 back.
So is that like on a 4+ or something?
It just happens, just come back.
Okay.
So it's pretty good. It's a replacement unit, so like obviously you can't ever rally it back past that 10.
Yeah.
But like you bring a replacement unit back, which is quite nice. But the interesting bit for Josh here is that he doesn't necessarily have tons and tons of output that he needs to be really conscious of. Like Nagash is going to have to go in there. Nagash definitely doesn't want to receive a charge from Kragnos. Like that's not going to be fun.
Oh, could you imagine him getting the double 6 on that?
Yeah,
ability?
that would be really, really good. Toby's got a really fun thing. Toby's Loon Shrine here, just for everyone at home, because his army is all spiders, and even Kragnos is a spider kit bash. His Loon Shrine has got a button inside of it, and that button plays the Spider-Man theme tune.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. And he says to people, "Do you want to put your finger inside my cave?" That's what he does.
Hear that?
I think we just heard some stuff happening on table 1. Maybe our table boss can update us. But we're still waiting for. We are. Josh is. Oh wow. Okay, so we're at the start of Derek's turn on table 1. That's how the board looks. Oh wow. Okay, so Derek has bet that Matt G is going to win.
Poor Derek Erickson.
Come on, Derek. Focus.
Go on, Derek Erickson.
Derek, focus. Yeah? Like this. Okay, all right.
I'm
Everyone's
just
betting.
glad the honeymoon period is over for
Yeah.
Derek Erickson.
Yeah, me too. Derek recently got married, so congratulations to
No,
Derek.
not congratulations.
Adam is just upset he wasn't invited. That's okay. We're really turning into that fascio picture of those two people. We're not doing this. Come on. Let's ice on the prize. We should start smoking. That's what I've decided.
We can start smoking.
while we're doing this. You hear Derek get married? Do you hear he got married?
How could he?
Hello, Shugo. Hello, everyone on the chat. Thanks for joining us. We're blowing the cobwebs off live streaming. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a few months, and I'm not really sure we've got our eye on the prize.
We do, because
I need to
know
go to a training camp.
I know what all of these armies do.
No, you do not. You absolute liar.
I have no idea what anything's doing right now.
Okay, I do know. I know.
I feel like a GW.
Winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so let me just run. So for everyone who's just joined us, I'm going to tell you what games are happening on what tables. Table 1, we got Matt Mallow, Derek Erickson versus Matt G, and we're playing Soulblight Gravelords. So new Soulblight Gravelords here, and they're playing up against Tzeentch here. So they're battling it out. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Soulblight Gravelords have just had their first turn, and we're just into the first turn for Tzeentch. Table 2, We're now just after a priority roll, having jumped into turn 2. We've got Iron Jaws played at the top here by the lovely Stav. Love Stav, he's great. Up against Kieran, also wonderful. Kieran played his Beast of Chaos with an Incarnate. Beast didn't deploy anything on the board.
What?
I know. The Incarnate at the top here has moved up aggressively towards these Iron Jaws. First turn. That's too long a sentence. I'm so sorry.
So I think So first turn, Stavros managed to score more objectives. Scored his battle tactic of 5 points. Charged screen out the board. Kieran's done his first turn. He's basically failed all charges. Has only scored 3 points, so he's got hold 1 plus the battle tactic for free. And I think Kieran just won the priority roll.
He did just win the priority roll.
I think he probably should give it away. He's got like nothing on the board, so like who cares? But then you could take the turn and get that Incarnate. So you get the Incarnate into the pigs, for example. Get the Cockatrice behind, so he's not going to die. Bring on the Bulgor. They'll get the +1 rend now because of the Herdstone.
Pretty good.
Charge them into something, and you can probably do quite a lot of damage here.
Yeah.
I just think like, why bother take the turn? You know.
Yeah.
Like, the Incarnate can't die, but Kieran has taken the turn, so I assume he's just going to go full send.
Yeah, he's just going to put the boot in. I think he's going to try. I mean, he's moved his spawn up here. Like
you just never want Iron Jaws on a double, do you?
The Gorgrunters at one point were like I mean, they're very points effective. They're like still 160, I think, for 3. And they're like 15 wounds on a 4-up save, so which is like honestly not bad.
Yeah.
But the damage output and also survivability in Age of Sigmar since their launch, which has been 2 years ago for them now, it's 2 years since Iron Jaws came out, is like just much better. Like there's just a lot of other units in their weight class, like which are sometimes more points. Like I'm thinking about current books, which we obviously haven't seen play at the moment, but like Immortis Guard, Varangard, like there's a bunch of stuff kind of in their weight class which cost more points but are just that much more effective, so the engagements are stronger. In this case, like I don't think the Incarnate needs to worry too much about 6 pigs, be able to take most of them off the board. And then at that point, it's just whether or not 3s can do the job. There is another 6 over here and also the Mega Boss. But the Mega Boss is going to be a little bit concerned about fighting an Incarnate, because if he's not gone down a bracket, then he's going to get to slap him back, because obviously they take those wounds.
Yeah.
So we're on table 3 now. And table 3, just to keep you updated, and Nathan's posing for us there, thank you, on a 1 FPS stream. Just let you know, we have Gloomspike Gits being played by Nathan, mixed army, some Trogs, Spiders in his list as well, 15, some Boingrots, up against brand new Slanesh played by Rob Morris, wonderful little fella, like not little, actually, he's actually fucking decked. Yeah, apologies for swearing. He's just absolutely massive. But he's playing with his Keeper of Secrets. He's got the thing. So that's just I just want to let everyone know what's happening on the tables. Then jump to table 4. We've got Nagash in a Nighthaunt army, played by Josh Jenkins. Love Josh, wonderful. Up against the absolutely unhinged but perfect Toby with Kragnos, a bunch of Spider Riders, some more spiders here, some Arachnarox war parties looking to do some damage. Very fun engagements, looking to do a bunch of mortal wounds. That's where we're at. Yeah. So now, Adam, we're a bit caught up. What these things do in detail, oofed.
What I would say is your terrain looks very nice on camera.
Thanks. That's actually our new board. So that's our slightly unhinged. Each one of those bits of the board has got eyeball. There are eyeballs.
That's the lit caverns.
Yeah, just eyeballs all over the
I
place.
named it.
Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah, you just named it. Congratulations.
The lit caverns.
Yeah, because Adam won an event here where you got to name the terrain. So congratulations. We are now looking at the lit caverns board. All those terrain pieces are either impassable. In fact, these 2 center pieces, or there was another piece here, a cover. These other pieces here, so these are impassable, and those ones are cover. The Nagash, there's some other pieces. Well, if you do want to just use some terrain maps, where the terrain at, it's hard to see, right? Because we've put it in. This piece of terrain got replaced by the Loon Shrine, because that's what we do inside of our packs, which is fun. Okay, all right. So Nagash now under threat. Can we just get an update? Actually, if we look at the scorecard for table 1, no, that's because that's the wrong table. We're on table 4 right now. Apologies. This one. On table 4, we're into turn 3 already. Holy hell! That looks broken.
There's no way.
Yeah, that's broken. Yeah. That's definitely.
But that's
broken.
okay.
Let me try and fix that.
So we're in Josh's turn 2. So, I mean, Nagash has got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of work. He's got to try and kill... he's got to try and kill Kragnos, right?
Yeah, he does.
If Kragnos stays where he is, Kragnos
it.
is just going to sit there and go straight in, kill Nagash. So, realistically, he's going to be playing for that big hand of dust play, right?
He is. He absolutely is. Yeah, I think that's kind of the plan.
You've got to play for that big hand of dust play.
Yeah. So who do you think he's going to try and hand a dust?
Oh, you've got to Kragnos it. I know he's got the spell ignore, but like,
is he going for it? Do you think?
You've just got to at this point.
Can we hear them? That's the real question. I think that's still on me to fix. Give me a minute and I'll fix it so we can also hear them.
The thing is, if you just leave Kragnos alone, surely Kragnos just goes in and nukes your army now. Whereas actually, the rest of the army probably doesn't have the output to deal with Nagash.
Yes.
So do you just to me just risk it? Just go for it.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Have a go. Try and get him. If you get him, you win the game.
That would work. I would like that in my personal opinion. So can we hear these guys now? No, unfortunately, we can't. I still haven't fixed that.
I'll just swap that out so I know.
I'm going to make it so we can hear them. I think everyone at home can hear them, so they're
And
stressful.
we'll do the 5 up forward.
I'll fix that.
Boo.
Anyway,
Yeah.
turn that off. We'll get that. We can hear them now. I know. Do you guys want to listen to them for a little minute? You should listen to Toby and Josh. They're great people. Just give you guys a minute to listen to the players for a moment. Yeah, it's very, very unhinged. There you go. Oh, no, table 4. Here you go. You can have a listen.
That's the way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah. Movement. Space. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's fine.
sure.
We can continue talking like this if you
Shall
want.
we resume the hand versus foot conversation?
Oh
from
yes,
earlier?
of course. So I'm telling you that these are actually legs. So therefore, as it's the pendant on the end of a leg, it is a foot.
But doesn't the fact they have a hand on the end of them make them arms?
I think it's because of how it's walking, and he's using those to walk on, makes them feet, not hands.
So if someone does a handstand and walks around on it, do they change their hands
No,
to feet?
because there's not. Okay, this is their dominant walking appendage, so therefore their legs. I hope Rob's got this.
I really do. It's missing out on some quality
Yeah.
otherwise. God.
No, okay.
Okay, let's leave those two there for a moment and let's jump back to table 1. We have just heard that Derek Erickson has just achieved his battle tactic into turn.
What was Derek Erickson's battle tactic?
It was to cast 3 spells. As you can see,
How many
there
spells
is
has
mass.
Kairos got?
Well, weirdly, as representation and the representative of the god of magic, sorcery, and power.
Yeah.
3.
How many spells has Kairos got?
Kairos.
Not
3.
Kairos.
Croak.
Gash.
The Gash 8.
How many spells has Croak got?
4.
How many points is Croak again?
Less than Kairos.
Ah!
Less than Kairos.
How many more wounds does Kairos do? Like 6?
It's just the worst. So we have just heard that Kairos has cast the Jaws of Galay, as you can see here. Not Jaws of Galay, sorry, that's not right. The Jaws of not Gork or Mork.
Yeah?
Gur, yeah. There's so
Maybe?
many.
Ravanax
Ravanax Jaws.
I love how we went from Jaws of Galay to Jaws of Gur to
Jaws
Ravanax
of, yes.
Gnashing. Not even close.
Not even close.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's cast that and he's killed the Cryptgas Courtier that was at the top here,
Ooh,
which is
cheeky.
anything. Yeah, which is pretty fun.
Because Ravanax is based on their movement, isn't it?
Don't forget, we've also got the laser spell, so the realm spell that can be cast here on any of these objectives, do an additional few mortal wounds. This is exactly, let me tell you, this is weirdly exactly the position you want to be in as a Tzeentch player. So you have your castle in this bottom bit, and your opponent has yeeted its army towards you. And you really want that because that's when you can bring all of your, I say all of your damaging spells, your 3 damaging spells, into into effect, right? You can bring absolutely all of them into effect. So you're going to do Kairos, and you could potentially do a bunch of those. I wonder if, Mark, you could let us know if any of those mortal wounds have gone into the Vampire Lord and Zombie Dragon. He won't have a ward save. Oh, so you put them into Blood Knight, which is the right call, and has already lifted 4 of them, 4 of the 10.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So this is going to be interesting to see this. This is exactly what you want as a Tzeentch player, like I said. There's like a 2 turns where you need to hold that line, and then you just do all of the spells, and then you hopefully have enough summoning points that you can now start pushing out, and they're weaker. If an enemy army kind of stands off here and just gets you instead, then you pretty much lose. So that's the combo. So Matt's in a dominant position here because if he gets the Prio into turn 2, he's going to do the same thing again. Another 4 Blood Knights. That takes him down to 2 of the 10. He might be able to get a couple more shots in there. That just leaves him with the major threat of the Vampire Lord Zombie Dragon and Luca Vi over here. So that's the kind of like current, threats, I guess, that are available. But it's kind of interesting. We'll come back to this game in a minute and see what happens. But that's got to be a lot. And the spells I'm talking about, Bolt of Change from Kairos, there's a bunch. I tell you what, I might have to do like 2 weeks on TTS Solid for the next 2 weeks and just hammer each army. There are so many new armies. Worlds is going to be
wild.
Well,
luckily Soulblight aren't at Worlds.
Soulblight aren't at Worlds?
No. They've missed the cut-off.
Oh, boo. Does that mean OCRs didn't make it either?
I have no idea when
Same time.
And no.
Since then, there's been another Battle Tome. It's so fast. It's so fast, man.
I genuinely, I've not read Gates, I've not read KO, not read Khorne, I've not read Slaanesh.
I've read every one of them.
I've not read any of them.
Yeah.
The only one I read was Beast of Chaos because I was like, I want to play that.
Beast of Chaos is probably S tier. Seraphon is probably S tier. OCRs are high A.
Okay.
They're very, very good, especially Immortis Guard are like literally nuts.
Should probably read those.
That's very good. Soulblight Gravelords are, like Matt's showing you here, they've got the potential of being like a little bit weak to magic, my personal opinion. But they've got some real good units in there. They've got the best artifact in the game.
Okay, what's that?
It's called the Amulet of Screams. Now, Matt G, who's playing with Soulblight on this, he's not actually playing with. I think that's a Legion of Night artifact, and he's in Legion of Blood.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
So Legion of Blood, I don't think has Amulet of Screams, but it might do. It might have them both. In fact, actually, I wonder if Temple Boss Mark can ask Matt that for me for a minute. But that is every time a wizard successfully casts a spell, enemy wizard, D3 mortal wounds.
Oh.
Every time. Board wide.
Oh. Board wide?
Board wide.
Jesus.
It's so good.
Like
It's like meta shaping.
I thought a Cygor was good.
It's really, really good. So that's the Amulet of Screams. But he hasn't taken that in this list right now. Instead, he's going for that Neferat and no rend version, which makes a lot of sense because the no ward save on the Vampire Lord Zombie Dragon is also super legit.
This is just, yeah.
It's really interesting. But Tzeentch are also interesting as well, right? Still in this position. Matt hasn't gone for we're interested to know how many summoning points also we're rocking for Matt. But we'll leave that there because this is quite fun. Unfortunately, we don't have all of the new armies here. We don't have a Khorne army. We don't have
If we did that,
OCRs.
I wouldn't be here with you. I'm like, I can barely cope as it is.
Okay, so now we're seeing it. This is what I've wanted to see. The Moo Cow Massacre, right? The Bull Brigade, yeah? The absolute beef bonanza in the middle. We have got 9 Bulgor deep striking 7 inches away. Now, again, they do that with a command trait or an artifact, Adam?
It's command trait.
A command trait that's on the Bulgor.
Cunning.
That's on the Bulgor.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see that here. So Kieran's dropped them in, and then Stav is going to have... So Stav has got a Mega Boss or Maw Crusher here, and he's got these 3. The Incarnate has also moved into the center, and it does look like we've already lost a Gore Grunty here with... Is this a spawn? I think so. and then a
Yeah.
cockatrice at the top. So so we got a spawn and a cockatrice into 5 gore grunters, along with the incarnate. Then we've got another unit of 3 gore grunters at the bottom. We have this big unit here of Bulgor. They have got this target of either 3 here or the mega boss on foot. And I think, let me just double check with our table boss, although I haven't heard him in a while, so I hope he's okay. Just checking on him. The major issue that we're seeing is that if Kieran has got a double, I'm just wondering if he's set up. Is he second in this turn or first in this turn? First in this turn. Well, that's going to be a problem because I thought maybe what he'd be going for is the send and then into the mega boss.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's not doing that. Although, don't you get a charge in your opponent's charge phase?
Yes. So you can, with the Doom Bowl, you can use command ability, pick a bowl unit basically, and they can charge at the start of the combat phase.
Yeah.
So it's after all the charge phase.
Wow. Okay.
Which is even better because you can like if you're doing it in your turn, for example, it means you can get around Unleash Hell.
Okay. Amazing. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. We haven't seen that happen yet. We've got more gore come on this side as well, trying to threat these gore grunters. This is going to be this is kind of an interesting position to be in because you're going to only be able to fight with one of these units when they charge in.
Yeah.
If you flipped it around, the Iron Jaws player would be super happy. So Stav, he'd be over the moon because he'd be like, I'll kill a unit, smash and bash, I'll kill a unit, smash and bash. But you're not going to get that here. It does look like what Kieran's going to try and do is he's going to try and split his output. So he's going to put maybe 4 Bulgor into here and then 3 or 4 into the Mega Boss on foot.
Well, essentially, you charge both and you put mortal wound on unit.
Yes, so they do mortal wounds per model on the charge.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, Lex. I absolutely love Lex. Shout out to Lex in the chat. In fact, such a bunch of legends in the chat. Tristan, hello. Pershaw, hello. Davadams, this isn't game 1. This is round 2 of the event. We are going to be covering the next 3 rounds. So 1 more round today, 2 rounds tomorrow. We just wanted to make all the tech and stuff work, and it's still been a bit ropey.
A little bit ropey.
Yeah, a little bit ropey. But we're blowing all the cobwebs off the setup because we've not used it for a while.
I'm just hoping Lex has managed to get all his lists in for Worlds.
Oh yeah, good job. Yeah, Worlds lists are in today. So if you are an Age of Sigmar, oh okay. So some of our players here have submitted their Worlds list. We've just heard. Yeah, so that's in. So that's happening as well in a few weeks. So that's why we're prepping. We've got an event on in March as well, the 6th.
March next year, yeah.
No, coming.
No,
March, May. I might try and stream that as well, just so I can get some
Can
we hear Adam's mic?
There you go. I just put it close to my mouth.
There we go. Yeah.
Why would you want to hear me anyway?
Yeah. Apologies, Table Boss. Can you let us know that again? That'd be great. Yeah, so as you can see there, he has multi-charged, as we suspected.
If he doesn't kill that Mega Boss with the mortals, that Mega Boss is going to rinse through those.
Yeah, must be. Hopefully the audio is more leveled out now. Do let us know. Thanks, chat, for helping us bring you the quality product that we aim to do.
Because the Mega Boss is really good in combat, isn't it?
Really good, especially if he's got the Destroyer artifact, which Stav may have. Tunnel Boss Destroyer artifact is kind of like a classic at the moment.
Why is that so good at the moment?
Because the Iron Jaws ability to do Mighty Destroyers,
okay,
which is make a normal move in the hero phase,
yep,
triggers the Tunnel Master artifact. Yeah, which triggers the that artifact, which means that you can basically do a teleport in the hero phase, which means you can then make a normal move.
Okay.
In the movement phase, and then you just have the Destroyer, the big red button on. You have the big red button on the Mega Boss on just a Mega Boss. I'm just going to check to see if he does have that now. He does. The artifact, the Destroyer, give him extra attacks, so then he just absolutely swings and slaps.
Wow.
So he's got mobility and power, and he's also a galley champ. So it's kind of like you.
He just does a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So amazing little bit of info we talked about here. So we have activating in the right-hand side here. You have this unit of Seekers that are going to activate when the frame rate catches up, into this unit of Spider Riders.
Okay.
Those Spider Riders have just taken 15 damage. I've heard, maybe a little bit more, but because 19, but because of euphoric killers.
Yeah.
Because euphoric killers, they've racked up that many depravity from doing that much damage. So that's 19.
Okay. So what is? Do you get the depravity? So like you pick an enemy unit.
So you pick your unit.
Yeah.
That's engaged in combat at the start of the combat phase, only in your combat phase.
Okay.
So you can only do it like 5 times a game, and then you say, right, every damage that they actually do, once it goes through all the damage steps and everything else, every damage that they do that isn't saved, I get a depravity point for that. So you pick that unit. So if you get a big smash unit like this unit, Slickblade Seekers, they do it, and then you get the Keeper of Secrets, and he makes them pile and attack twice.
Okay.
That euphoric killers is still working in conjunction.
Yeah.
So therefore, like, he potentially can do 30, 40 depravity, which means you instantly go from, like, if you aren't doing any summoning, you instantly go from 0 to my army is -1 to hit and a 5-up ward save. Like, in one combat.
That's insane.
It's very, very good.
I suppose it also gives you the chance for the summoning as well, because like the summoning is probably quite cheap.
The summoning is okay.
Okay.
Yeah. The summoning is okay, but you're looking to. I think you're trying to make your army be like very effective by getting that 5-up ward save, and then you're trying to like move up, right?
Yeah,
if that
yeah.
makes sense. All right, so jumping to table 4. Jumping to table 4, you have got. We've got Nagash is now in combat with Kragnos, which is super exciting. Absolutely love to see that. He's sandwiched in between all of these Nighthaunt, trying to block out those spiders. But this is a massive battle, which is super fun to see. Kragnos engaged in the middle with.
I wonder how many mortals Kragnos did on charge to Nagash.
I don't think Kragnos did. Kragnos charge? I think Nagash charged Kragnos. It was that way around.
Jesus.
Yeah, so like charged in. Because he's going to be looking to. Because this is going to be an okay way of dealing with Kragnos, in my personal opinion. I don't know if Kragnos finest hour this turn.
Don't know a better way of dealing with Kragnos.
What is it?
Hand to dust.
Hand to dust is the absolutely the gangster way to do it. No finest hour on Kragnos, we've just heard. So anyway, really interesting battle. I'm not sure what the output is on Nagash, like as in like average wise. Bro, I've got like.
I need to see his profile.
I'm gonna need to take 2 weeks off to do world prep. Like.
I'm not gonna lie. Kind of glad I'm not coming with you anymore.
Till Toby Don wants to know how many mortal wounds he's done. He did over 100 in our game versus me recently. I know in his last match he tracked it. He did about 40 mortal wounds. The spider list is very fragile and probably not very high end, but it does do a lot of just flat out damage, which is really positive. And a lot of mortal wounds.
Nagash is actually quite good in combat.
Yeah, I've always said this. Yeah, he's good.
Like 4 attacks, so on Alakanash.
Which is D6.
Yeah, Alakanash.
Yeah, Alakanash, correct.
Rend 3.
Yep.
So puts Craggy on a 5-up save.
Yep.
So with D6 damage.
And it's 3s and 3s. So if he does all out is
all out attack.
Is Nagash finest hour because he can be on 2s and 2s.
Yeah. Rend 3, D6, and then Zephet Nepatjababa. It's 4 attacks, 3s, 3s, Rend 2, 3 damage. And then all the little ghosties.
Yes. It's good.
Do the ghosties do mortal wounds still?
Like, if that... he's effectively like, I don't know, a Tree Lord-ish in combat, plus a little bit more.
He's okay.
Okay, so we're just hearing that the Spider Venom is currently 53 mortal wounds for the tournament, but obviously there'll be a detailed breakdown of that later in the day.
Is that it? What
Yeah.
a loser.
So, yeah.
Got to get those numbers up.
So this is going to be a big battle. Here, and also there's a couple of good spells that you can that you can do from Nighthaunt. Like you got Decrepify. You got some other really good spells that you can do to like reduce the effectiveness of the enemy units. Save, and don't forget, everyone has got a 5-up ward save here. Like for Nighthaunt, which is also like a nice little bonus.
That is a nice little bonus.
It is good. Like Nagash is like legit at the moment. I think he's not. The thing is especially tournament gamers, we tend to talk about stuff that is like the only stuff that's good is the stuff that's too good.
Do you think Nagash is better in like OBR or something?
I think
because he used to be the one in Nighthaunt, didn't he?
I think Catacross is the best in OBR at the moment.
Okay.
Because he just gives a flat +1 save, +1 to hit to everyone, and it's no longer faction key locked. So
Oh no.
it's really good. So yeah, so like that's really good. And like Immortis Guard are legit, Stalkers are legit. Like there's definitely a Gothazar Harvester build as well. So there's some really fun stuff like waiting to hit the tables very soon, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So very much looking forward to seeing that happen. There's some. All of the books currently out are very good. To some of them are like absolutely bonkers. That have come out in the past like 5 or 6 months. We know KO is super strong as well. We do have KO playing here at the event. A couple of boys come down from Aberdeen for that, so looking forward to talking about that when we see it. Yeah, I played a couple of OBR games. Big Greg in the chat. Yeah.
Ah, Greggles.
Yeah. Like just they're very good. They're very good.
Greg.
Yeah,
Greg.
OBR is an army I might paint up quick and put on the tabletop because it's just I'm currently torn between OBR and Beasts.
Okay.
Beasts are more dynamic. OBR are more like straight powerful.
Boring.
No, it's not necessarily correct. They play a little. They are linear in their play style.
Yeah.
But the output is bonkers, in my opinion. Yeah, and you can make it a little bit more. You can make it a little bit more fun, and you can have OBR. Sorry, you can have Arkan in the list, and that really changes the shape of the game as well.
Okay.
So it's going to be very interesting. The next few months are going to be wild on the tabletop. Like legitimately want to get an army right now. Put it on the tabletop and just go. I wish there was an event every day next week. I would go to it so I could just play every army. I want to play Khorne. I want to play against Slanesh. Like there's so much to learn right now. Just jumping back to one of those tables, we've got Derek Erickson playing against Matthew, and we can see what Derek's done with his first turn, how he's tried to unpack his army. As you can see, he's withdrawn. He's withdrawn his unit of horrors here.
Yeah.
And then we've just seen the top. Our acolytes have killed this unit of skeletons holding it here. So Matt G going with the big push into the center means he's only been able to really dominate this objective, and he's obviously screening this objective.
Yeah.
He's still got Neferata at the back here. Still got the corpse cart, looking to do that spell probably next turn here. Kairos maybe moving out of range, worried about the charge coming in from the Vampire and Zombie Dragon. He's still got Arkan, Luca Vi potentially coming in here, so still threatening. It's always just a game of like retreat and push with Kairos. It's a really fun and engaging game to play, but eventually you just are like wearied by the process. Wearied by the process. You got more summoning to come in as well, potentially from Derek Erickson when he gets the right summonings on the board.
How easy is it to get summoning for Zinc at the moment?
Not as easy as Seraphon, if that's a joke, Adam. But it's but it is
Damn
good.
it, he saw through it. He saw through the joke.
Yeah.
How many mortal wounds does Kairos do again?
How many mortal wounds Kairos do? Like he can do like 15.
What croak?
24. Like on a good day. I mean, he can technically do 36, but we don't need to talk about that. On average, he does 24.
And do you get summoning points for unbinding spells?
Tzeentch do not, but Seraphon do. Listen, Seraphon might be a bit good, Adam, like specifically Croak. But like he's a faction leader. No one complains about Marathi. So
Wait, what?
wait, what? Table 2, we've got Bloodtooth Stavros against Kieran's Gavspawn, and look at what the Bulgor did. This is why you cannot get people to be vegetarians, because they are obsessed with the beef muscle that the Bulgor do. So 9 Bulgor, along with the Doom Bull, as you can see here, have lifted up 3 Gore Grunters, and they have smashed off a Mega Boss on foot.
I need to get me some Doom Ball.
Oh, baby, are they good. And then in the top left-hand corner, you can see that the Incarnate here is also into this unit. Oh, it was just the Bulgor that did that job, just as an FYI. We just got an update, so thank you from Mark. And then the Incarnate in the top is smashed this unit of Gore Grunters. The beef cakes have been beef slapped.
Oh.
And so there is, but...
Is this the Battle of the Pigs?
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know if this is like boy pigs versus lady pigs. I don't know about Bulgor. Bulgor kind of strike me as like, while they're like beefy and meaty, like I can kind of see it being like lady bulls. I don't know why. It's just something.
I feel like I need to be in your mind for 5 minutes. Like, I want to know what's going in there.
You'll never leave. But just for everyone at home, we're in the bottom of the top of turn 2. So this means bottom of turn 2, or we're going to get the Iron Jaws player is going to get to have the next turn. He's got some resources he can bring into this battle, specifically this Mega Boss and Maw Crusher.
Yep.
Potentially go and fight that. And that Bulgor is expensive. It's 600 points
They're
plus.
also relatively squishy.
They're very, very, very squishy. They're like Therodons for Slaves to Darkness. They just don't have that survivability.
What is a Therodon?
Slaves to Darkness have got their own Bulgor, basically. That can take banners, but they're not very good. But it's not very. That's not true. That's not fair. They're just nowhere near as good as Chosen because they've got a 5-up save versus Chosen 3-up save. So it's about the same output, but Chosen just more survivable.
I really thought I knew AOS.
I've reviewed every book.
Like,
I
I'm
don't know
not
if that
gonna
helps you. There's like 12 hours of footage you can listen to if you want.
Like, you've honestly broken me with this stream.
There's not even been like hardly any of the new armies. But we also, it doesn't matter. There's a lot happening in the game right now. Like this, I said, the game is like Matt was like, oh, by the way, I've got Legion of Blood. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot you don't do wards. Like I reviewed that book like a week ago. Right, it's so crazy. Like, if you're a casual player, there is zero way you can currently keep up with the game.
Ugh,
like
casuals.
Disgusting, disgusting. Anyway, these Bulgor charged in, wiped a bunch of stuff out. But the slapback I would like to say that the slapback coming from Stav is quite interesting. Kieran's been really smart with his resources. He said, look, obviously you want to kill the Incarnate. That's going to be a problem for you. So instead, I'm going to give you the Bulgor. Then that means the Incarnate can go after this. That pretty much gives Kieran the board. The problem for Beast of Chaos players now, Adam, I don't know if you've suffered from this, but no summoning. So what you see is what you get
Every day of the week.
So you can't scale.
I'm like, I can't summon 1,000 Ungor.
Yeah, so that's going to be a bit of a problem because while this unit of Gore Grunters isn't like crazy, with a War Chanter buff, that's very comfortable that he can take out this portion of the board. He's really going to be really sad about losing that 3. But we've still got another unit of 6 at the top as well.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. So while it's looking,
oh, hello.
Yeah. So while it's looking really positive for, table 4, Nagash has killed Kragnos in close combat. He is down.
Big.
That is huge. Absolutely huge. So that's pretty important. Kragnos gone down. Now, he's not actually the scary element of the spider list. It's actually this Grim Scuttle spider. Now, I don't know if Toby has planned this, but if you look,
hello,
there is a straight avenue to scuttle his little legs. Yeah, now Toby's pretty maniacal. Some would say unhinged. Some say not completely all the way screwed down. And
no, not even a little bit screwed down.
And so Toby has won the priority. We've just heard that Toby has won the priority into turn 3. I wouldn't put it past Toby to give up his 700-point Ragnos for that shot, that Grim Scuttle shot in the middle.
You're telling me it's all planned?
I'm saying it's planned to a degree that.
So this little character.
Oh yes.
What does he do?
The Grim Scuttle
and how
boss.
does he do it? Because all I'm hearing is 60 mortal wounds, and I'm like, what in the game?
What in the game? What in the game? Why?
What in this game could do 60 mortal wounds in combat?
Okay, so the Grim Scuttle boss, I'm going to try and find him right now, just make sure I can find him. Because he's in Gits, so that's the important part. I'll find the War Scroll for you exactly what he does.
Okay.
Because he is terrifying, but he's also very fragile. So
the thing is, I've been on the receiving end of it.
Oh, okay.
And I still don't understand it. My opponent was just like, here's 30 mortal wounds. I went, yes, thank you.
Okay, so he's got 8 wounds and a 4-up save. Not
terrible.
Bad. Not bad for a melee unit that only costs 130 points.
How much?
130 points.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the model we're talking about here for everyone at home in the chat. Okay, right, he's got the Envenom Spear, which is 4 attacks at damage 2, and the Gigantic Fangs, which are 4 attacks at damage 2. It's pretty good. Probably actually a better profile than the Bloodthirsters straight off. Yeah. But he's got Spider Venom. If the unmodified hit roll for an attack made by this model is a 6, the attack causes 2 mortal wounds on the target.
Okay, so that's like nothing.
And the attack sequence ends, right? Do not make a wound or save roll. And then, so that's that. But the spider itself, so that's on the Envenom Spear. The spider himself, with the Gigantic Fangs, does mortals on 6s to hit.
Okay.
Right? As well.
So he's got a max of 8 mortal wounds.
However, it levels up.
Right,
so what you can do is you can use the Ragnarok or Web Spinner to double that damage. Then you can take the the headdress of 1,000 eyes. That doubles those mortal wounds again. So it's double, which is, as we know, the best dinner. A double dinner.
A double chicken dinner dinner.
It's a double chicken winner dinner. Is what he's done.
Cool.
So he's got that. And look at him measuring it. Can I
Sucks
just?
to suck.
I'm just wondering if we get an update. Wondering if we get an update from our tail boss on how Toby feels about the mortal wound. How many mortal wounds? How many mortal wounds can he max do with the Grim Skull? Oh, also the light affects how many mortal wounds you do as well. It makes it so it happens on 5s. So that's going to happen. So
I really want to listen to Toby as he makes that charge, though.
oh my god, he's going to be so excited. He's going to be very, very excited, right? It's going to be very engaged, like very fun. I wish we could hear, but I'm going to make it now so you lot can hear him right now. 1 second, here you go.
I'd like to go for around 50 a game. So, yeah, with Spider Venom alone. So Toby's going for 50 Spider Venom a game. It's going to be a hard one, this. It's just the stupidest shit.
We've got a big charge coming up.
Huh?
We've got a big charge coming up. So how many wounds does this one have left?
4,
4.
I think. Yes.
Can't kill any of these bloody spiders.
Oh,
That one's on 1 wound. That one's on 1 wound. That one's on 4 wounds.
he's going to go in that corner because he has to come down this turn. Maybe work out where they're going to go. These two have to be down this turn. No, that one over there and this one over there. That one's run away from combat. He's fine. He's living his best life. No, he'll stay in combat there.
A lot is going to depend on whether the Scuttle boss makes a charge into Nagash. Basically. Although, it's not under the moon, right?
You see, there's not if I go for Nagash.
Okay.
Oh my god, he fell over.
Oh, Rafe
Oh
doesn't want
he
to stand
can't
up.
stand up. Okay. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, these guys would have to also move. Can you just move them 10 forward?
To here?
I want them to be.
So, as you can hear, very excited. Looking forward to. They're looking forward to this game. I think.
I think they are.
Yeah. The mouth breathing. There's some heavy mouth breathing. Was there not much talking? Interested. Let's just see how he's been able to unpack on table 1 very quickly. Check out what's going
Well,
on.
there's not many Blood Knights left, is there?
There's not many Blood Knights left. I don't know if Matt G, top of table, has lost the prior into 2. But no, he must have won the prior because he's engaged in the fight. Ravanax has moved. Yeah, there's 2 Matts though.
No, there's a Derek and a Matt.
Matt G. Perfect, thank you. Matt G has won the turn, so won the priority. So we've got 5-4 for Derek Erickson at the minute. But Matt has won the priority, and he is going into it. So he's brought Neferata over. The Blood Knights are going into this cockatrice. He's definitely going to be pushing even further in with his Vampire Lord and Zombie Dragon. The problem is, as you can see, Matt's done a really good job here. This is a garrison, so he's not going to be able to land around it. So Matt's going to use this unit of horrors and this unit of acolytes. And so even with all of the will and the power in the world, the problem is going to be for Matt G at the top. He's going to try and wipe out this unit of horrors here. Wipe out also this unit of Carrix is kind of the main plan, my personal opinion. But he's never going to get to Kairos, which means Kairos again blams more mortal wounds into the Blood Knights.
Yep.
Maybe into the Vampire Lord and Zombie Dragon. Or maybe takes out Luke of Light. I think the only thing Matt can hope for is he gets to move this unit here, jump over onto that, and then grab him.
Get him.
Okay, pretty exciting. Will he get him? That's the question. Dan Boutsy to live game audio is tough. Technical challenge. Well done, Rob and the team. Thank you, Yasmin Balls. I actually appreciate that people understand that. Also, all of these games are currently being recorded in full,
Ooh.
and you'll be able to watch them on Patreon tomorrow.
Wow.
in full with player audio. So
How exciting.
it is. Very difficult though. It's also a lot. I realized today, first time we've done this in a while, I was like, I believe I did this like 20 times last year. I was fucking dying.
But it's okay because you sleep now.
Yeah, now I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Yeah, when you're tired, it doesn't matter if you make yourself more tired. When you've had to sleep, you're like, no way.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You slept a lot today as well.
That's true. Right, okay, so that's what's happening on table 1. We're waiting to see what Matt's able to pull out here. He has had to bring Neferata into the fight, so Neferata not really like a frontline character, although she does have like an auto-slay ability, so she could potentially kill Kairos with one chop.
Oh, please.
Which is pretty fun. But Kairos just running scared. There's a Gaunt Summoner here. We've got another Cockatrice looking to grab the back of the board. This objective at the top is owned by Tzeentch, so they own that there. As you can see, there's not that many resources available for Matt here and here. He just grabbed those objectives. And Luca Vi is pushing forward, and this front line is also pushing forward. So there's a lot of very serious aggression coming in from Matt G. But whether or not the Tzeentch army is going to be able to push back against it, which is kind of a classic story. Like a classic story and how this works. So love to see a castle broken open. We'll see if it actually happens. Table 2, though, Stav has got to retaliate now, and he's got to work out where he's going to bring his resources. Adam, I'm going to throw the question to you, same to the chat. You've got the Mega Boss and Maw Crusher at the top. You've also got this unit of Gore Grunters. So where are you putting...
I can tell you exactly what I'd be doing here. This Mega Boss coming straight into these Bolgor. These guys go into the Incarnate, win the game. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Because to be honest, that Mega Boss absolutely nukes those Bolgor, right?
The Mega Boss and Maw Crusher nukes them.
Because and then you just take out that big threat. The piggies go and tag the Incarnate. Neither can retreat from each other.
Yep.
And actually, the Incarnate does nothing into 6 piggies. It doesn't do nothing, but you know what I mean? Like, over the turns, actually, the piggies will win that combat over 2 turns.
Potentially. I mean, I don't know if he just doesn't go. If he just doesn't.
And then you don't have the risk of the Incarnate killing the Maw Crusher on the Maw Crusher to stop it from leveling up. Because unfortunately, you can't send the Maw Crusher into the Incarnate just in case.
Yeah.
Like, you can't let it level up.
Yeah. Okay, I would go for... I don't know. I think I would be tempted. I agree with you. I don't think there's a really right answer. I'm not sure. But like, I like the idea of throwing in the Maw Crusher into the center, taking out this unit of Borgor. Oh, okay. So, yeah, the Incarnate did take some damage, though, fighting these six Gore Grunters previously. But he just rolled it and he has not gone down a level. So this Incarnate is still level 2, which means he's effectively, for everyone at home, he's got 18 wounds. You have to do that many wounds to guarantee dropping him down a level. And when he goes down a level, he's still going to have another 18 wounds. You have to do 36 wounds to a unit, but over 2 turns, that's the challenge. I think I'd put the Gore Grunter in. I think that where the Mega Boss is going is obvious. He's going into that unit there. Don't forget, he's not going to be able to use Mighty Destroyers because there's a unit of spawn here that's too close. I don't know if he's got in range of here, but if he hasn't, I just bring these down. I just charge all this, to be honest. I just clear this up. I'd say, look, we're in a good spot there, and maybe bring over this unit of 3, get them into that that Doom Bull as well. Just take a couple of resources away. Sure, the Incarnate could come down and fight the Mega Boss and Maw Crusher, but then you've got this unit of 6 to come back up, do the same job, and then late game kind of take all this board. Again, I just love Ironjaw's armies because the way they play and the way the armies work doesn't really ever change. It's just the decisions you make and your resource management. And they're just very honest. They're just very honest.
They are very, very, very honest.
Yeah, very honest. So Pro here, hyped to catch the live Pro Hammer with the commentators who actually know what they're talking about. Problem is this is... I'm not sure that's true. Would the pick
used to be true?
It used to be true. I mean, like, it's just the game has just had a lot happen in the past few weeks and months. Like, legitimately. Like, I think Worlds is going to be very interesting because there's been so many books out. Sad OBR and Soulblight aren't there, if I'm honest. Sad about that. Because actually, old OBR is very, very good into the Gits meta. And by the time it comes around to Worlds, it's going to be quite a confusing difference between teams and singles. But that's neither here nor there. And current OBR is actually pretty interesting chat. But there's such a hangover. But these are fine. These have been out for a while. This table's fine. Table 3 is a little bit more challenging. This is Gitz and all the spiders. And as you can see, Nathan's won the turn. And he's pushed his Ragnarok forward. He lost quite a lot of his spider riders, but he didn't lose all of them, so he's still got another unit of 4 here. So in Nathan's charge phase at the top of turn 2, which means he's going to be bringing those Boingrots over, looking to take out probably the Keeper of Secrets. Can we get a depravity count, please, on Rob and see how high he is up on the depravity? We've got the Rock Guts and the Fell Waters at the top, looking to push forward. After turn 1, 28 depravity.
Wow.
So
how many do they need to max it?
32. Oh, 36. Yes, 36.
Wow.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, to get 28 in one turn?
One turn, yeah.
That is wild.
Well, it's kind of why you're seeing like a few Blissbarb Seekers. Like when we went through the list, the round started at 2:15 and it's 2:45 long. So that means that started at 2:15 for an hour and 45. It means there's an hour and 5 minutes left. Yeah, hour and 5 minutes left. Some of these games maybe need to pick it up pace. Not really sure. But anyway, yeah, Nathan, 36 depravity in order to pop off. You should, a lot of Slick Blade Seekers being taken because they're incredibly mobile.
Yeah.
They're not that expensive, but you're going to be able to just absolutely yeet turn 1 depravity. And that scale is kind of what you really need for the army. That's why also you're seeing a lot of Blissbarb Seekers and also a lot of Blissbarb Archers because they don't generate depravity via shooting, because that's not how you do it, but they make your opponent take a lot more wounds or chariot.
Yeah. From the temptation dice. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what's happening here.
Is that Keeper of Secrets as well, by the way?
Keeper of Secrets, yeah.
And that lets you go double activate, doesn't it?
Once per battle. I was quite down on the Keeper of Secrets, if I'm honest, in the
only
review.
Once per battle?
It's only once per battle now.
It used to be every...
It used to be all the time,
okay.
Yeah. But now it's once per battle. But ultimately, because that Euphoric Killer's ability is just an ability, so you pick a unit, and that unit in melee generates depravity. So being able to make that spike twice means you can basically be like, fill up the meter, and then everything past the meter is summoning. So basically it's race, get your army into a -1 to hit Nurgle army.
Yep.
Then start summoning.
Okay, yeah.
Which is quite interesting. Hype to see Nathan yeet some Boingrots. Yeah, you can see here we've seen a redeploy for this unit, but he's got that unit of Boingrots. As you can see, Nathan's brought the moon in, so that's going to be putting that moon aura around, giving the mortals on 5s. So this unit over here is going to push in, grab the Keeper of Secrets potentially. Boingrots, 5 Boingrots can comfortably lift a Seeker, which is bonkers, I know. But
sorry, what?
Yeah, 5 there's no reason to take 15 Boingrot Bounders because I think they kill Archeon
I'll tell you the reason you take 15.
Why?
It's when they die, you take
8. I mean, yes, but you can just take like 3 units of 10, right? And then you just have the most amazing time. The most amazing time. Like even 5 is like good. Like they're a good hammer unit. I would say like 5 Boingrots is probably as scary as 6 Gore Grunters. To give you some like context of
Jesus.
Yeah. 10 Boingrots.
Why are they so good?
They just get all the bonuses you can stack on them. You can give them pluses to hit. You can give them extra jaw attacks. Although he hasn't done this because it's in King's Gits, which is in Jaws of Mork. You can give extra jaw attacks. You can do mortals. They do mortals when they charge in. That
is crazy. Oh, we're gonna see some troll combat.
Trolls are also good as well. Like they're very good. Like we've had a lot of stuff over the past few months.
Because these are Fell Waters on this list, aren't they?
No, there's a unit of Rock Guts and a unit of Fell Waters. Yeah, the unit of Fell Waters, they be sick on you, and then when they're sick on you and they do any wounds, you then immediately only have an armor save of a 6. No matter what your armor save was previously, your armor save is now only a 6. But there was no vomiting range. They were out of range. I know.
They fair, against Nash probably doesn't really matter, does it?
Not really. Not especially if that's unit Slick Blade Seekers at the top.
Like Varangard or something.
you literally can. Also, they ignore all of their positive saves as well. So if you put like
Or
if you
Earth Fence.
any of
Mystic
that,
Shield.
like it's just whoop 6. You can take a unit from like a 1-up save to a 6 in like just with 1 sick.
Just 1 sick.
1 sick. 1 sick.
How
and
many
then
sicks? Only
and then
1 sick.
unfortunately this unit of trolls are rent 2. Oh wait, no, maybe I've got it wrong. I think they just remove all of your positives, your saves. I think that's what they do. And then you just use trolls and they wound you on 6s. Sorry, they just rent 2, so now you've only got a 6-up save if you have.
Is it a
4-up
shooting
save base.
attack?
Shooting attack, yeah.
So you can unleash it?
Definitely. Yeah. In fact, actually, some people just put the trolls behind a unit so you won't charge it.
Jeez.
Oh. Nathan must be loving the temptation dice
Oh,
mechanic.
he's like, yes.
Yes. Oh, what? Yeah. Right, to jump back, we've still got. I don't think our Scuttle Boss, if I'm right in thinking, did our Scuttle Boss not go into Nagash?
Oh, no.
That's
The
heartbreaking.
plan is done.
Yeah, the plan is done. But if you look, like Josh is taking a very interesting army because he is so. Oh, he elected not to go in. That's crazy. So this was Scuttle Boss. The moon didn't go in. So Toby, so the moon is not in the right place right now. Maybe we can find out where it is. So he elected not to attack, like not to pile in, and instead. Anyway,
Do you know
absolutely.
what would be an absolute meme?
What?
If now Nagash's hands dust him off.
It would be very good. It would be very good. Okay, so the moon is currently here, and it hasn't gone any further yet. So it's still in that central position. Hello, by the way, everyone in the chat. I hope everyone's having a nice time. He needs to move in the middle, and he needs all those buffs on the Grimskull to go and attack. Pretty interesting. Really interesting, to be honest. Thank you for the compliments in the chat, Mr. Yes Meatballs. I do feel underprepared though, so I'd like to prepare more, especially for doing something like Worlds, where you got to be top of your game in that particular environment. Yeah, this is an interesting match. Nagash being so many points, 1,000 points, mean you get so many other resources that aren't on the board. Especially for a battle plan like Jaws of Galette, you can see this objective has been burnt here, bottom right-hand corner. Jaws of Galette's battle plan, there are 5 objectives, so sometimes if you've only got 3 or 4 units that are really worth being on an objective, even like a solo hero can go and grab an objective off your opponent and become quite useful. So when you do have this massive solo piece, like you see with Nagash in the center, and only having a limited units, which is what we're seeing from Josh. Like these limited units that you see from Josh means that he's really got to like hold on as much as possible, which is pretty key. Table 1, just to jump back to this, we heard that Matt G has rezzed his skeleton for his battle tactic Endless Nightmare, which is good. And as you can see, the Blood Knights, Neferata, and also the Vampire Lord. Oh. Okay. Wait. Okay, thank you very much. All right, we'll go back to that in a minute. Thanks, Mr. Table Mark. That's very lovely. Okay, so over on, so in this fight, we've got this unit of Pink Horrors, or was Pink Horrors. It was a 20, and they've been fighting. They've been fighting these Blood Knights and also this Vampire Lord and Zombie Dragon. Killed most of them last turn, but didn't kill all of them. They're still blocking up the screen. They're charging in right now to this unit of Pink Horrors, as you can see. And they are not pushing through into those Carracks, and they are also not threatening Kairos, which is the major drama. Luca Vi, previously here, could have maybe threatened Kairos, but instead has moved up to the top of the board and is looking to take out this unit of Acolytes at the top, make sure they go down. So that means because we've still got Tzeentch's turn 2, that does mean we've still got Kairos, and Kairos has still got all of those mortal wounds to pump back into those Blood Knights. We saw last turn those Blood Knights lost. We saw last turn those Blood Knights lost 4 of the Blood Knights, and they're down a few more again now. So they could potentially just get lost on the table very soon, and that's a huge damage piece. And again, we're going to see that pivot point. This is when if anyone watched one of those the videos I made online about keywords and stuff, I talked about tempo. This is one of those things where right now, Matt G and the Soulblight Gravelords on the right are losing tempo in the game, and Derek Erickson and his Zinch Force are generating tempo. They're getting faster because they're bringing more resources.
I think this is where the mission's going to help out Derek.
Yeah.
Obviously, because I know obviously Matt got the turn, but it meant that Derek could like just blow up that objective there. So that objective's then gone, which is the one that Matt had sort of committed to, and now sort of Matt's kind of stuck in that area, which is a bit irritating for him because even though it's only what 30 brimstones now, still 30 wounds.
He's not pushing through there. He's not getting into the stuff he needs to
especially
fight.
how many Blood Knights left? What, 3, 4 Blood Knights left? And like, there's still output there. Like the Zombie Dragon's still got a load of output. Like he's still gonna do a fair amount of damage. But now he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna clear it this turn. And then Kairos has got all that output still. Like, well, I say all that output. He's got output, right? He's still scary, which then goes into the Blood Knights. And then you've still got the Cockatrice, which is up here, which is then threatening here. And then like if Matt can just keep. Matt keeps that tempo, he might get in here, but then Derek can just keep like pushing out as well.
Wow. We just heard that the Zombie Dragon just killed 32 Brimstone Horrors on his own, so like a lot of those are going to go down.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah, the Zombie Dragon is legit because he's been given +1 attack in close combat as well. That's the sub-faction ability for Legion of Blood. So yeah, very, very effective as you can see. But like
you're talking about that tempo though, but losing 20 pinks by turn 2, that's I think that's too much.
You think so?
Yeah, like
I mean, like so maybe we can
what
find
does
out
Derek
how many.
do now?
Maybe we can find out how many points Derek is left on points wise for summoning. I'd be quite interested to see where we're at there points wise.
I just don't understand. Like essentially all Derek's got left is Kairos.
Yes. Yes.
And Kairos is not good.
30 summoning points.
13. 13, so that's what, 10 blues?
Oh, wow.
That's not enough at all, is it?
No. How many points?
13.
Oh, no, he's fine. He's going to generate 10 more pinks in the next turn. He only needs 7 more points and he's got 10 pinks. He's got 3 casts from Kairos, 2 from the Gaunt Summoner.
You saw how easy he took out 20 pinks.
Yeah, but
do you know what I mean? Like,
but what he's going to do is he's going to kill the Blood Knights with mortal wounds.
Okay.
So like it's kind of like the worst version of current Seraphon, right? Like he's going to kill those with the points he's going to use to summon.
Okay.
So he's going to reduce their output.
Yeah.
And then maybe even do some damage into the Vampire and Zombie Dragon. Although the Vampire and Zombie Dragon now can do amazing healing with the Hunger. So they can heal up to 6 wounds in each combat phase.
Okay.
So they're very good at that. And the reason... so he's going to get to clear stuff and still maintain... Well, this is the problem, though. You were always fighting like a rearguard action. So he'll be like, right, Blood Knight's dead. Move back, 10 pink horrors. Vampire Lord Zombie again. And you're like, you're just never really ever making any progress. Like, that's generally how I see Zinch working.
Okay.
Which is why, like, I'm not currently a huge fan of playing them. And I think... Like, especially the difference between the Games Workshop stats and the TSN stats are quite stark in win rate.
Okay.
Games Workshop are like, these are the best army in the game, and TSN stats are like, these are not the best army in the game. Like, not by a lot.
Different?
Because they just scrape like random. They just scrape random data from all sorts of places, and we only do like 2-day events.
Okay.
So if you just got some chuckle fucker of one day, like local in somewhere.
Obviously, Zinch.
Yeah, because you're like, what do they do? I've never even heard of this. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to go and kill your pinks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Please come and kill my pigs every time. Whereas Matt knows how like Zinch works. He's played against it a lot, so he's going to be invested. This is also
and
Derek
Erickson's
Erickson's.
Not know how Zinch
No,
works.
it's only his second ever time with Zinch, so that's quite different play style.
Damn it, Derek.
Anyway, table 2, we did have some hot goss. A moment ago, what was happening was as we had a mega boss on foot locked in combat. I'm just trying to find out where it was.
Was the Bulgur?
Was it with the it was the next. Yes, and what they were trying to do was trying to free up with a shooting attack, free up that mega boss on foot to do some fighting. Sorry, but it wasn't. Sorry, the Mega Boss and Maw Crusher was locked in combat. Because the way the terrain is working, he's stuck. He's stuck. Okay, so terrain at the TSN Arena is very impactful in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? And some would say negatively. I don't agree, because what Kieran's been able to do, which is skill expression, he's been able to understand how a Mega Boss or Maw Crusher works. He's been able to use the terrain, which is impassable and impassable. And then what he's been able to do is use a unit to block, or specifically the spawn, block that Maw Crusher's ability to fly over and just charge. This means that units that could normally just go 36 inches wherever the hell they want, now hey, you have some ability to shut them down.
Yeah.
And I honestly think that that's more... I think that's a better opportunity for people to express skill
Yeah,
than
definitely.
like knowing how to do it. Surely it doesn't feel great getting blocked up through movement, but that's on you to know how to not like get blocked up, basically, right? I was singing with Doc Lewis at Coachella yesterday, and he is commentating today. Were you?
Mate, I wish.
Oh, that would be great.
I would have loved to have been one of those hardcore kids in that crowd.
Do you see $1 Billion Clown Farm went to Coachella last year and painted a Space Marine army while he was there?
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, he's great.
Like, honestly, I wish I was in that crowd. Just with all the kids that don't know what's going on, with me hardcore dancing and having the best time.
Anyway, thanks, chat, for being here. Love you tons. Hope you're all well. Yeah, so anyway, it is impactful. I absolutely recognise that the terrain is impactful here at the arena. I think that that's a positive, not a negative. Ultimately, there's also giant line of sight blocking piece of terrain, all these block line of sight. So if you do want to do all sorts of funny stuff, again, everyone who plays here doesn't seem to really mind the terrain. In fact, generally, I get a positive response. I don't know.
Yeah, I love the terrain here. I mean, I don't like the terrains I've got to think.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And I quite like going to tournaments where I go, the terrain doesn't matter.
Straight line, baby.
Straight line it.
Straight line it.
But then I also like terrain packs where I can set the terrain up.
Okay.
And ruin my opponent's day.
Oh, I don't like that for that reason. That attitude.
Mean.
It feels like it shouldn't be okay for a TO to let it so that you can ruin someone's day with the terrain.
I disagree.
Okay, that seems like a fair disagreement, and I'm on board with that.
And this terrain actually is fair.
Okay.
It makes me think.
Yes.
And does something. Which, honestly, all negatives.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah, and for that reason.
I'd like no part in this. Okay, all right. So, thanks to our table boss. So, just to you, everyone in the... Okay. Stav.
Oh, what's he done?
Stav has done what I would call, like, a give-up move. One War Chanter.
Yes!
Has gone into 9 Bulgor, right? So maybe frustrated by his inability to bring these units forward. And then also with these Gore Grunters on the move here. I wonder if he's got the Tusk Helm. Is that what we're seeing there? Because we're seeing some dice being rolled for. I'd love to know.
He doesn't. And now the War Chanter gets murdered.
Yeah, the War Chanter's killed a Bulgor, and is now dead. It does look like the Gore Grunters on the right-hand side didn't complete their charge, if we can just get that double-checked. Or they did, and then they wiped our unit, but I don't think they did. We'll just get that checked on the right-hand side of the board. Okay, we'll jump back to table 3 in a moment. If terrain matters more in 4th ed, we should have fundraisers stream and print supplies inside what you want to print. Oh, thank you. That's cutie. Table 3. Oh, wow. So we've just... Okay, so we're just hearing right now that the Ragnarok here, as you can see, has completed a charge. He's gone into the Keeper Secrets. He brought the Keeper Secrets down to only 1 wound remaining with 2 final saves. 2 final saves to be made on ward saves. 5-up ward save. 5-up ward save. Made both of them, keeping that final ward save alive. And then, because the FPS hasn't caught up yet, that single spider, ladies and gentlemen, got murdered.
No.
Murdered by the Keeper of Secrets and just took it off the board.
Livid.
So that's a big loss. here. Those summoning points going to become relevant soon. As you can see over on the far left-hand side at the top, our Rock Guts and our Fellwater Troggoths have taken off that unit of Slickblade Seekers. So while Rob is in a position where he doesn't necessarily have a lot of units on the board, got Bliss Barbs at the back here, and he does have a very powerful piece in this Exalted Chariot of Sinesh here. There are...
Wait, they're powerful?
Oh, Adam. There are 3 types of Exalted Chariot in the Sinesh book.
Why?
No, hold on, no. There are 3 types,
Okay.
and then there's little versions and big versions.
Okay.
So it depends which one. It depends which one it is.
Okay.
I don't remember which. I don't know. I'll have to check the list. But they all do different stuff. They all do mortal wounds on the charge, but then they all do like different ones. Honestly, looking at it will make your brain bleed. Yeah, it's a Blade Bringer on Exalted Chariot. Because then there's also just a Blade Bringer not on an Exalted Chariot, which is the the Blade Bringer. So I'll just there are actually 3 Blade Bringers. You got a Blade Bringer on Exalted Chariot. You got Blade Bringer on Hellflare, or a Blade Bringer on Seeker Chariot.
What do you think they bring to the battlefield?
Blades, many blades. So they've got a load of attacks.
Okay.
6 attacks with the Frenzy Whips, 9 attacks with the Piercing Claws, 8 attacks with the Poisoning Tongues. They've got they do mortal wounds after they charge. They've got a spell, and they've got Soul Gorges. Same command up to 2 units. And that's about it. But I think, they do mortal wounds on the charge, but for each roll that is greater than the enemy unit's save characteristic. So it's an ogre charge based on the save characteristic.
It's going to be really good in skits.
I mean, the spider did have an okay save, but now it's dead. Now it's dead. Bladebringer is a weird name. Isn't everyone meant to bring 1 or 2? It's a very weird name, to be honest. But all of this, the chariots are very confusing.
Do they bring blades?
If I'm 100%.
After not understanding the game for an hour now, I'm all in on narrative.
Okay, wait, you want the story? Okay, so the idea is that they literally are on a chariot full of blades, and then they pierce and make people scream in an excess of violence generating depravity. Does that help you out?
Honestly,
versus just like a spider or something. I don't know. Yeah, just some
damn spiders.
Just some big old spiders that were near a nuclear reactor, so they're big now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't make up the story.
Those spiders.
Right. Going back to something that makes more sense. More spiders. By the way, there are 2 Spider Fang players in our 16 players. 3 Zinch and 2 Stormcast. It's wild out here. There's Fire Slayers. There's KO. There's all sorts over this weekend. We do have a Cruel Boys player. Yeah, I forgot about that. We do have a Cruel Boys player. It is only his 2nd ever tournament, though.
He's done 1.
Huh?
Did he not learn?
He brought Kragnos as well. Kragnos and the lads.
I love how every destruction player, when they lose, they're like, I know.
Oh, wait, hold on. I know how I could fix this problem right now. What if I add Kragnos? Yeah?
Every time a destruction player, they're like, I know what's going to fix this, lads.
Yeah.
Craggy.
Every time.
Craggy. Done it. Did it, boys.
Okay. Okay, so we'll go back to that. But anyway, so what we did have on this table is we had the battle between Kragnos and Nagash. Nagash, who was here, surrounded by his Blade Guard, Blade Guard's Revenants. His top right hand corner.
Yeah.
He's moved in.
They look like terrain.
He does it. He's actually Josh has actually modelled him really nicely. I'm going to try and fix tonight. Now I know this is. I'm going to try and fix the PTZ so we can get our little zoomies in as well. Wasn't able to get them sorted out for this time round, but we'll do for next time.
How are you going to do that? You're busy.
That's correct. Yes,
You've got the greatest
I'll
film
try.
on.
Yeah. My ogre's opponent last game after we lost. I think I need Kragnos. My God, this is so heartbreaking.
Honestly, it's every destruction player. They're like, boys.
I think I've worked it out. Why don't I just Kragnos?
I bet they all think they're geniuses as well. They're like, lads, I've cracked it.
So let's just take a look. So it looks like we have our unit of Blade Guys Revenants moved to the bottom here, taking out these spiders. We've got Kragnos. Oh, not Kragnos. Nagash.
Not Kragnos. Kragnos is dead.
He's on the mine now. I can't get him out of there. He's living rent free in my head. He's moving up. Our unit of 10. We did have a unit of 20 Blade Ice Revenants in the middle. They died, but then they've now been replaced with Nagash's aura ability. So you have another 10 back. We've got another 10 pushed out over here. Another 10 pushed out over there. So they're looking to take out those objectives. So the objective game is looking quite nice. Toby's like not necessarily flooded with utility because Toby has got like a one trick to this army.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's orientated around Kragnos and guaranteeing some charges. One with
Little lad.
a shaman with the Tusk Helm, which is an artifact you can take, which makes him basically do an ogre charge with Kragnos' ability, and then also the Grimskuttle tied. The Grimskuttle, which where is the Grimskuttle? He must be somewhere.
Oh, I really hope we got hand dusted.
Oh my god, that would be heartbreaking.
It would not be
No,
heartbreaking. It would be great.
it would be absolutely no. That would make me very sad.
Honestly, it would make me quite happy.
Where is the Grimskuttle, ladies and gentlemen of chat? People at home.
Anyone
Where?
find the
Just
Grimskuttle
get me
spider?
the Grimskuttle spider. Oh, Grimskuttle spider didn't die to Hand of Dust, but did die to Soul Stealer, which is a spell that Nagash cast. That is heartbreaking.
Nah, hilarious.
But honestly, a good soul to steal.
Maybe Nagash can start doing mortal wounds now.
That'd be funny. Be funny. I like that Nagash is like the Lord of the Realm of Death, and he has like all of these souls that he keeps absorbing and taking, and from none of them he was like mortals and sixes to hit. Like not one of them. Rally on a 4+. He didn't learn that from any of the battlesmiths that have died. Didn't learn it from any of the people. Like
He was
none
like,
of them.
oh no, I need 5-up ward.
5 ward. That's right.
Wait, no, they keep taking it off me. Stop it.
That's true. That's true. Sometimes I like to bridge and 5-up ward. It's the best trick. Ooh. Right. Okay. Right. Back to table 1. We have Mr. Matt Mallow
No, it's
playing.
not. It's Derek Erickson.
Sorry, Derek Erickson playing against Matt G, as you can see here.
There's
And
no Math Mallow here. If Derek Erickson loses this game, will he turn into the Darth Mallow?
oh yeah, the Darth Mallow is an issue that we all need to be conscious of. Yeah, so Darth Mallow is this unit of horrors has died, as you can see here, and we did rally back at the beginning of Derek Erickson and the Zinch's turns hero phase. We rallied back 1 Blood Knight, but then we've already lost 1 in the magic phase thanks to Kairos. Are we still in the casting phase, please?
What's Derek Erickson's battle tactic?
It's 9-fold
I
dismantlement.
just wanted to say that. I'm not. What does that do?
9-fold dismantlement. No problem. Let me tell you. It is. Right, here we go. Come on. Did Rob do this? No. no, didn't do it.
Got the new ones.
I have to make a graphic for every single battle
Okay, but
tactic
you
in
know
the
what this
game.
one does.
I do not know what this one does because it's killer unit of 9 models is what it is. There you go. I do know.
Does Matt have 9 models?
Yeah. Yeah, you got all these skeletons over here.
How's he going to kill those?
Just summon a unit, shoot them, Destiny dice the charge.
Oh, Destiny dice, cheating dice.
Destiny dice charge. Remember when we played? You were like, "Oh yeah, Destiny dice charge." Like
Yeah.
you were like, "Fuck." everyone forgets the Destiny dice charge until you do it, and they're like,
Oh
my
yeah.
God. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
I forgot about that. Why don't we call him D. Erickson already? I don't know. We're learning. Okay, it's first time. Okay, Derek's on 18 summoning points so
And how much
far.
do you mean for pinks?
20 for 10 pinks, which is the only legitimate summons in this book are 10
Flamers.
blues. No, not flamers.
Exalted flamers.
0, 0. Oh no, actually, there's fringe cases for exalted flamers.
Okay.
They're only 12 points.
Screamers.
Screamers, no, Signoro. They're terrible. They suck. They are very bad.
The random hero lad.
Absolutely never. No, never. But maybe if like you need a galley champ, but no. And Lord of Change, bin. Like I
Unless
don't
you go to summoners.
unless you go to
And
summoners.
they keep going 5-0.
I'm going to make a statement now, and this is from an emotional place, and so none of this is actually true. But
Okay.
everyone who's won an event with Guild of Summoners is cheated. Like absolutely. There's no other way in which they've done well in the like sure they're like summon a Lord Change. I'm like, this sucks.
Another one?
And they're like, what if I did another one? They're like, it still sucks. I'm like, but what if I got one more? It's like, still sucks. The only thing I can think is, I don't know. Yeah, it sucks to suck. But
You're
anyway,
there winning all the chicken dinners.
that's my feedback. That's my feedback. And come at me if you don't agree, but that's fine. You don't have to agree. So pretty fun game right here. We've seen the cockatrice come out. Looks like that means we're at the end of the hero phase. Maybe he's not hit that big cap for 20 pinks right now. We've only... he's still got what, sorry? Still got a couple more spells in. Yeah, he can't have. The cock... 18 points, not enough for 10 pinks. He is going to be gutted. Absolutely gutted. He would have loved to have done that. He's also got the Curseling here as well. So he does have 2, 4, and 7 casts that can come out of his army, but that wasn't enough to get him up to the pinks level, which is a little bit disappointing.
Almost heartbreaking.
I mean, honestly, that's why Seraphon are going to be nuts. What, like when you can summon that much stuff as well as do the damage. Just anytime you've played Tzeentch, when you're about to play Seraphon, you're about to play one that does more mortal wounds to you and also summons better.
No, thank you.
Table 2, we've just had the priority for turn 3. Stavros has won the turn, which is going to be very important for him. He's won the turn, and he has gone for eye for an eye. So he's looking to
the War Chanter was the plan.
The War Chanter was the plan. Oh, he sacrificed his War Chanter. And
for an eye for an eye.
Really nice. Now, I can do this. This is one of the ones I can do. Eye for an eye.
It'd be really awkward.
Anyway, so... Are book tactics still banned? No book tactics are banned now. Like, there are no bans now at the arena. It's just like just live and let live at the arena. Everyone come and have some fun. Hopefully the free rum and the many prizes are
New
good
discovery,
enough.
Pineapple rum.
Yeah, I heard about this. You
Dude,
guys,
game 3 is going to get unhinged.
we turned into Blood Bowl streamers by talking about alcohol, but I'm willing to talk about it for a minute. Oh wait, actually, so you picked up some pineapple rum recently?
Yeah, so we've got some pineapple rum.
Yeah, because for everyone at home who doesn't know, we are at like
an alcoholic.
No, one of the TSN Arena events. We have a couple, but this is one of the Rum and Rumbles in September. In September, we have the Rum and Rumble
craze.
Yeah, we have the Rum and Rumble doubles. Yeah, so we've got 24 teams of doubles, which means 48 people are going to be at the arena.
Oh no.
Yes, and it's free rum all weekend. That's pretty good, right? That's pretty legit.
All right.
That's
if there's pineapple rum, because I'm not a rum drinker.
Okay.
Well, I had a little bit of this pineapple rum.
Yeah.
It was like I wasn't even drinking alcohol.
Oh!
And then Mark banned me from drinking it because he said I had to go on a stream.
I think for Twitch terms of services, we have to say obviously drink responsibly and be healthy and well. Can't change that. Can't do that. Just saying. Surely it should be double Rum and Rumbles. I mean, that's a much better name. I'm going to change that immediately. Like, yes, Meatballs, please just do help me more. My branding, that's good. Great name. Anyway, but this weekend, it's just the Rum and Rumble singles. And therefore,
if you want to see some unhinged stuff on Game 3.
Yeah, everyone is currently drinking a lot of rum, is what's happening. Or they should be, at least, so they're out there.
I will be in a minute.
Okay, good. Perfect. Right, okay, so jumping over to... So just to update you with what happened in this game. Stavros, super cuted from down in London, is playing with a Bloodtooth's Ironjaw's army. In the first turn, he tried to screen the board out. 6 Gore Grunters up here, 3 here, some R boys in this line, and then another unit of 3 Gore Grunters down here, which you can now see have moved over there. Then what happened in Kieran's first turn?
Yep.
Kieran was able to bring up his Incarnate over here. Threaten these, but didn't actually get any charges off, and it was just basically a bit of a stalemate. He moved over some units over onto this side. Then he won the priority into 2, and he went all in. He sent the Incarnate up to the 6 Gore Grunters, killed him, and didn't drop a level. He brought the Bulgor down, and he killed the Mega Boss on foot, and another unit of 3 Gore Grunters over on the top left. So really positive there. He then also brought down some units for Desecrate on this bottom left-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner you can see here. Now we're into Stav's turn 2. He wasn't able to do anything. He pushed a War Chanter into the 9 Bulgor, killed 1. He got locked up. There was a spawn in the center that locked up the Mega Boss and Maw Crusher. He was never able to go anywhere. The Mega Boss of Maw Crusher now is free because Staff was one of the priority into turn 3. He's going to move over here, threaten some of these units. He's got these 6 Gorgon Runners here. He's very strong on the left side, on the right side of the board, but he is not threatening the Bulgor, the big hammer unit of Bulgor, and he's not threatening the Incarnate. Would you send the Mega Boss up into the Incarnate, into the Bulgor, or not be interested?
I don't know why you wouldn't put the Mega Boss in Bulgor.
I agree.
Like, surely you just nuke them. And then, like, the thing is, Kieran's only threat is those Bulgor. Like, the thing I find with Beast of Chaos is if a lot of Beast of Chaos players play, like, one Death Star unit.
Yes.
So they'll either play, like, a big unit or something, or, like, whatever. But if as soon as you, like, nuke that unit, it's so hard to come back from that game.
Bulgor also, as a kind of fun side note, in my personal opinion, Beast of Chaos are, if there is not a 100% Be'lakor in every Chaos list that can take it, I don't think people are trying to play Warhammer properly because there are so many Death Stars in the game.
Would you like my opinion on that?
Yeah.
I did that exact same thing last week.
Yeah.
And Be'lakor's rubbish.
I think that was a situation where he got killed.
No, Be'lakor was rubbish. I used his ability. I kept rolling ones. And then he dies.
Feels emotional versus like what actually
terrible.
versus strategy. Okay.
Literally terrible.
Okay.
Don't bother with him.
Okay. Well, I'm going to disagree politely.
Just take 3 Great Bro Shamans.
I'm going to disagree politely and I think Be'lakor's so good. But what's good about Beast of Chaos over Be'lakor being included, he's one of the few units where obviously they start off board, so Be'lakor can't apply his ability to them.
Then you kill him.
And then you can kill him.
Be'lakor's pointless.
Well, I think
Useless unit.
I think it's a unique situation, whereas Be'lakor's good into Varangard blocks, which is like really good.
Dies. Or you roll a 1.
Gitz blocks is good. The KO boat, so it just can't move, is pretty amazing.
Just bridge the other one, kill him.
Can do that, yeah. You didn't roll a 1 against me, Adam. My Incarnate wanted to need to go up a level. Sob. There you go. Andy in the chat.
Oh yeah, to be fair, that was the only game I smashed.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I lost every other one.
Anyway.
And to be fair, he thought I did it on his Incarnate on purpose. Not gonna lie, complete accident.
Oh.
He was like, "Oh, that was a great choice," and I was like, "Yeah, it was." And then he told me why it was a great choice. I went, "Yeah, I knew that." I didn't, straight up.
Hello, Owen in the chat. Lovely to see you. Hello, everyone in the chat. Thanks for joining us. As me and Adam realised that we should have been doing this for several more weeks. Okay, so let's just keep you updated with what's happening on all the tables. Table 1. Look at Tzeentch retreat even further.
Derek Erickson running away.
Derek Erickson definitely running away. So you can see here, his Kairos has moved back. Just to kind of give you the TLDR of what's happened so far with Matt G versus Derek Erickson. Derek gave the first turn away. Tzeentch versus Soulblight Gravelords. On Jaws of Galette, that's what we're playing. This, all these objectives you can see here, this one in the bottom corner, deleted. First turn, gave the turn away, Soulblight Gravelords, big unit of Blood Knights, and also Vampire Lord and Zombie Dragons, straight into a unit of 20 pinks. Those 20 pinks half killed, not fully killed, still here. And still think that we've got one of them left alive. First turn for Tzeentch, did a bunch of mortal wounds back, killed a ton of the Blood Knights, but they're still alive. They're still alive. I still think we've got one alive here. So they've still got the opportunity to rally and bring some back. Oh, okay. We put some blues here. Pretty amazing. Okay. So he blammoed some of those. Priority was won by Soulblight Gravelords. Soulblight Gravelords pushed even further, and they've wiped out that unit of 20 pinks. They're gone. They're not in there. Is there still 10 pinks inside the Gaunt Summoner? That can't be true. I feel like there is, but it can't be true. Anyway, so they're down here. So you got pinks. So the Gaunt Summoner can carry units around it.
Okay.
Inside of it, it's like a transport.
Oh no, Matt's only got the one, or Derek's only got the one unit.
Okay, so
he literally had the unit 20.
All right, perfect. So in which case, what you're seeing is you've got the Vampire Lords and Zombie Dragon. You've got Neferata and the Blood Knights here.
Yeah.
And then what's happening is Kairos has been playing a retreat action further and further back. We've dropped off a unit here of blues to hold this center objective. Lucavi moved up the top to try to fight these Carracks. Currently isn't doing it. Skeletons here, skeletons here. So right now, very positive board state for Soulblight Gravelords, but obviously this summoning is going to keep peaking up for Derek and the Tzeentch army, and as you can see, this retreat process is going to have to really play out in this next priority role. This is the bottom of turn 2, right?
Does it look like? I don't think Derek's gonna get his battle tactic either, is he?
The lists are here if you guys want to click them. I still haven't
That's
worked
just
out
the
the.
name. That
Oh
yeah.
yeah, apologies. I still haven't worked out the perfect delivery system for lists, which is going to be something that I do so far. Like
Post.
I need like a week off to just work all this
Post.
out.
You post a list. They ask for it. You post it. Get it a week later.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect.
Use like I don't know, courier service.
No, I'm going to set up a TikTok where I talk through the list, and that's the only way you can get it. Where you got to listen
The
to my
only
TikTok.
way.
The only way.
I'm in.
Yeah.
While you're doing like a little dance, you like.
Yeah. Or just anyone time I ask lists, I just restart saying lists. Yeah, like reading them the whole way through. Yeah, I'll sort out some of the stuff. Yeah, thanks, Tristan. There's just loads of stuff that because this is just a local tournament, I haven't necessarily set everything up. But
I think you make it the hardest way possible.
What do you mean?
Find the list. So they have to. It's like a game. They have to like go through a maze.
These-
Yeah, list treasure hunt.
I think, and I might be wrong. I should not be doing this live chat. I'm sorry.
I'm
But,
not sorry.
I'm not sorry either. We will keep up with the games. Not that. There is a way to just find the list on the website, which is going to really annoy Tom that I've never told anybody. Oh.
I always forget you've got a website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, that's what tells you what's currently happening. And
Wow.
if I think you're meant to be able to click those, and it shows you the list. If that's of interest to you. The Gorgon is into the Doom Ball. Okay, so just Adam, catch us up. What's happened on table 2 so far? I'm going to try and do a thing.
I missed one.
Okay,
Right.
that's fine. The Mega Boss on Maw Crusher is into no one. It doesn't look like, but we do have the Gorgon is into the Doom Ball.
Oh, so the Doom Ball there has got fueled by Gurish Rage. So if those Gorgrunters do kill him on a free up, he's just going to come back.
Okay, wow,
So he'll come back and then smash him, probably, because Doom Ball's actually pretty good in combat. Like,
really?
I find out his War Scroll, but like, I've been debating putting him in a couple of lists, and he actually doesn't like slap, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's got a fairly decent output. So he's got 2 attacks, 4s, no Rend 2 damage,
Okay.
which is okay. Like, that's okay. But obviously with the Herdstone, that's gonna be at least Rend 1, and then he's also got 3 attacks, 3s, +1 Rend, so Rend 2 damage free.
Rend 2, damage 3. Okay, amazing.
So the Doom Ball has died, so we're going to be seeing that free up roll for Fueled by Garish Rage, and he has used Fueled by Garish Rage. He's rolled the 3 up, and he's come back with 3 wounds left,
Wow.
which means he's now going to be able to slap those Gorgrunters back.
Amazing.
Those Gorgrunters were like, we killed him. Then he's like, nah, I'm back.
I haven't been able to make this work, but in the future I'll make this work. But yeah, we do have a website where it does say all the info.
I'm really happy for
I
you.
think I can fix that. Anyway, we'll do that. We'll do that maybe this evening or something. That's quite fun. Make Nathan read all the list. 8 hours of I don't know what this does.
Oh, no.
This is probably good. Oh my god. Okay. Table 3, just to keep you updated. Nathan Prescott playing with his Gits versus Rob Morris with his Invaders Depraved Unity. His Invaders army. Invaders, not Pretenders. Amazing. Okay.
I don't know what either are, so...
Pretenders is a good one.
Okay.
And anyone who says different is wrong. But there you go.
Well,
Rob,
clearly Rob's wrong.
yeah, correct. I've never disagreed with that. Quite often the chat tell me that Rob is wrong.
Damn it, Rob.
Yeah. Okay,
Alright.
so Loon Smasher Fanatics have charged into where have they charged into? Oh, the chariot over here is charged into the Fanatics, of course. At the top, they'll be charged in a minute once our FPS gets sorted out. We are losing a lot. So the Keeper is down. Keeper's gone. Keeper was here. We are at a full buffed up Sinesh army. These Bliss Barbs still in the middle. Scragrot has taken that center board space.
I honestly keep forgetting that Gits are good.
So good.
But I forget. Like, I was looking at this earlier, and I was like, Nathan's lost.
It's hard to remove those emotions.
And then
right?
I was like, oh no, Gits are actually
very good.
Quite good.
Yeah, like Scragrot could very easily just himself take out the unit.
Yeah,
of
like, I
Barbs.
completely forget that like Scragrot has got one of the most busted spells.
Yeah, so good, so good.
Was it 24-inch range? Have a bajillion mortals?
24-inch range, and it's basically the Kairos spell with Ogre ability.
Yeah. It's really good, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
cast on a 3.
Yeah, it's very, very good. We wonder how many points Rob is at for Depravity if you could keep us updated. So as you can see, we've lost this unit of spiders here in the top right-hand corner. Well, good thing about the unit of 15 spiders is he's... Okay, so Rob has had to summon some Seekers, so he is down on Depravity. But as you can see, Nathan lost his unit of 15 spiders, but thanks to the Loon Shrine, he's going to be able to potentially bring 8 back soon. And then they'll be on that objective, which is quite nice. So he's going to be able to bring that into play. I think he's got some Fanatics and Gobblepalooza here. He's got some units over at the top. And then he's definitely got this portion of the board locked up, and it's arguable he's got like this half of the board. So Rob's in a tough position. Sinesh are very fragile. You very much need to spike very hard early to get those Depravity up. And even that, like, you need that to be survivable, not versus you start survivable and that pushes you over the edge.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. That camera, Calisius, yes, thank you. One of our PCs did blow up in prep, so we have had to go back to one of our weaker PCs. And so, yeah, the frame rate on that is way lower than I expected, so it's something I'm going to try and deal with sometime soon.
I honestly hope you just never deal with it.
Just one table is 2 FPS.
Yeah. I don't think at this point it's 2.
Yeah.
It's like 0.3.
It's a frame per minute. Not per second. So yeah, that's something I need to deal with. I appreciate you all. Please do understand that maybe more than ever I've realised just how insane it is setting up this level of tech. And so don't stress. We'll get there eventually. And then table 4. Greg.
Oh wow, those gits died.
They're totting up the points. All the gits did die to all of the guys in here.
Them poor gits.
Them poor gits. We might be able to get Josh in for a chat about this, I'm thinking.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That'd be quite fun. You could chat with him and I'll go get him in.
Okay,
How's that sound?
yeah.
All right, give me a moment.
I'll just keep talking to these guys and pretend I actually know what I'm talking. Okay. I can't believe that Nagash actually didn't win. Like, Nagash did a thing. I'm quite proud of him. And I'm proud of Josh. Because Josh had a bit of a rubbish time last weekend. He didn't do very well at Blood Tithe, just like me. And then he's smashed it today. He's on, I think it's his 2nd win of the day, which is really, really good. That new Nagash, clearly amazing. Still have no idea what it does. But bringing back a unit that dies is quite cool. But I'm going to have a look at table 1 for a minute. Because Derek Erickson, not going very well for him, to be honest. Those Blood Knights, that zombie dragon, came in, killed 20 pink horrors, and that's not what you want when you're a Zinch player. Oh, but like you got the cockatrice that's come up here to do the to try and get the battle tactic, and I don't think Derek is going to get that at all, which is going to be really, really, really awkward. Like that failed battle tactic is going to be really painful. Derek, because failing battle tactic, especially on a mission like Jaws, where the scoring essentially is going to be going down each turn, is going to be really hard. But it does. Matt lost this objective. Derek burnt it. So the priority into next turn is going to be important. But the thing is, Derek kind of has to take it because he's Kairos to deal with these Blood Knights. But obviously, if he takes it, then Matt G's just going to burn this objective. But if Derek takes or doesn't take it, then he can burn that objective. So there's lots of stuff that can go on. Matt G just gave me a little stare through the door then with a very happy face. I don't think Derek's in a good position. And then on table 2, you've got the Beasts. The Doom Bowl has just absolutely smashed 1 piggy, which is okay for him. But we're going to be going into turn 3 of this game next. I think if Kieran can win the priority, these Doom Bowls smash straight into this Maw Crusher here. The Incarnate's going to come down into these Gore Grunters, and that's probably game over for Stavros. The thing is, though, if Stavros wins the priority, the Maw Crusher is going to come into here and absolutely decimate those Doom Bowls. But it's when you're on a priority dependent, it's not what you want. But I think basically, I honestly think whoever wins this priority is going to be in a really good position, which I hate saying, but it's going to be true. Oh, it looks like the Doombol's just killed another Gore Grunter. These objective rings, if you're wondering, they are nearly tough enough to drive over, but not quite as tough as some other objective rings, but way cheaper. You've also in this mission, you've still got also the 6 Gore Grunters at the top here. So if Stavros does win the priority, they can also come down. Well, there's a lot going on in this game. A lot of stuff going on.
Okay, so we're still just waiting for the boys to top up the points on that table. Looking quite nice. Only I think 15 minutes left on the round.
Is that it?
I think if I'm doing my numbers right. Just double check at some point. Yeah, it should only be 15 minutes left on the round, which is fun. And then we'll be taking a 30-minute break, and then we'll be back for round 3. So I hope you're excited. Really excited about Tom Medgens in the chat. Messaging me telling me I need to sort my life out. But I agree with you 100%.
Honestly, you do.
Yeah. It just needs to write the words PC. You need a PC with an Ethernet port plus NDI tools, but it's okay. Fine. Table 4 to the Nighthaunt. Nighthaunt won the game versus Kragnos and the boys, which is pretty amazing because it was like such an insular game, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get Josh now so we can talk about the game. So I think that's gonna be quite fun.
I'm really excited to hear what Josh has to say, to be honest, because Josh is a character. He's a beautiful human being, and again, he's relatively unhinged. Honestly, the other person you want to hear from is going to be Toby, because that lad is absolutely unhinged. He has so much going on for him. Ah, here comes Josh. Here he comes. Oh. There we go. So we've now got Josh. And Josh has just killed a Kragnos, killed a Scuttle Boss, and absolutely smashed. No, not really just smashed. But did very well against Gitz.
One.
Oh, then there we are.
Hey.
There's Josh. How was the game for you?
It was good.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There's your
Cool.
table. And then you can draw whatever you like. Look, so you can... Like that. So you can tell me exactly what happened. So obviously, your deployment, you had the gash sort of here. Well, not in deployment, but you first time you sort of the gash and your screens like that, right?
Yep.
And then they came in, and then how did that feel when you saw all that stuff come in? Were you worried?
No, because you see,
Oh, okay. No.
that's what the screen here is for.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
to
Okay.
make sure that Kragnos doesn't charge.
Okay.
Because
That would have hurt, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Um,
But when because you lost that unit 20 quite quickly.
yeah, I was
Did
surprised.
that
with
matter?
Not too much.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought it would live, to be honest. I
Yeah,
thought the bus would do more. But
I
it
assume
just-
with the obviously 4-up ethereal save plus then a 5-up ward,
yeah,
expecting a bit more.
yeah, it would help if I pass on them.
Okay.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
Because that's all he killed.
Yeah.
And then I just rolled like 4 11-inch charges.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then Kragnos was -3 to save, striking last.
And you just nuked him.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. And then you also bought back the unit 20.
Yeah, because that's the nice thing about new Nagash.
Yeah.
Is because when they kill stuff,
How are you
back.
finding new Nagash compared to old Nagash? Because you were using old Nagash last week at Bloodscythe, right?
yeah. Well, last week I went 0-5, so
Okay.
improvement.
Yeah,
for me,
yeah, definitely.
personally,
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have the arcane bolt spam anymore.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I never really did that.
Okay. Maybe that's why I
And-
went 0-5.
Yep,
maybe.
But to be honest, I'm not finding. I have like 1-2 spells left most turns, so it's not like I'm missing. He's more consistent damage, which is really good. 5-up ward and aura is amazing
Yeah.
because you could use it. You could have like spells and command ability before,
Okay.
but now you just don't have to worry about it. It's just there. And then obviously just being able to bring back like 10 blade guys, charge something.
Have you hand dusted in?
No, 'cause I don't.
Oh. Maybe you should get portals.
Yeah, I had portal. I had portal last week. I went 0-5.
Okay.
I think portal's a trap because he's already 965 points.
Yeah, so make it. Like, come on.
You can't.
You don't need anything else when you got Hand of Dust.
You know what you get? The
Go on.
Dropping Portal. You get Cairn Wraith.
Okay, and what does that do for you?
Well, you put it in the middle of 20 horrors, like I did the first game,
Right.
and then you just lift like 30 of them around.
Why? How does he do so much damage?
Because there's one attack for each order within 3.
Okay.
And command trait, 3 rolling hits, 3 rolling wounds.
Yeah.
Give it all attack, obviously, and it's 2 damage each. So
That's actually really good.
it's really good. It's 100 points. A galley champ.
That's real good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you literally just like yeet that forward, do some damage, have a great time.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you got Nagash doing nothing.
Yeah, because the start, like this game, just pulled them off at the start, put it in the sky, and then just as free cunning maneuver, free desecrate, the killer. Oh well.
Are you excited to play Matt G next round?
No, I never will.
Because it looks like Matt's probably going to beat Derek Erickson, which is quite sad. I'll show you his game. There you go. Yeah. So this is over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll
you've
find the
got
right screen.
yeah. So you got Derek was down here. Yeah.
He doesn't seem to be anymore.
Hey, no. The 20 pink horrors died turn 2.
That's not great.
No. So it looks like Matt G's going to get quite a big, well, maybe not a big win because you know what Derek's like.
Yeah.
But you're probably going to have to play him. What do you feel about that matchup?
Well, Neutral Blight is.
It is. It is.
I'm
I've only found out about it today.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it does that, does it? Right. That sounds real fun.
And my big thing is the whole 5-up Ward Aura. That's what I pay like 900 points for.
But it's okay because you got Hand of Dust.
Yeah, so if he stands within 3 inches of
Yes.
doesn't kill
Yeah,
the guy.
yeah.
And then
Just
I get
Hand
the
of Dust him
50-50.
off, innit?
Yeah.
Just Hand of Dust him off and you'll be fine. But yeah. You confident?
Yes.
I take that as a yes. All right, mate. In a bit.
Cheers.
Thanks, Josh.
No thanks to Josh.
Thanks to Josh. Why?
I don't know. He's not confident into Matt G.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he needs that confidence. He needs
Does need that confidence.
more confidence into Matt.
Should we find out now? I've got some updates from that table, but
Okay.
it does look like it's Matt G's game at the moment.
It looks like Matt G's game for a while.
That's what I'm hearing. But I wonder if you want to hear from the Spider-Man himself, Mr. Toby.
I would always want to hear
You
from
want to hear
Spider-Man.
about how he does the mortal wound? I think that would be quite fun to do.
Yeah.
I'll go grab him. If you're cool, yeah. I'm still watching the 50 pink horror guy. I only get to turn 2 again. I got to tell him off.
So a 50 pink horror list only getting to turn 2 is super surprising. I'm honestly shocked and terrified at the same time. But 50 horrors, I don't even know how many wounds that is. That's what, 250 wounds? Absolute horror mess. So now we've got the absolute unhinged Spider-Man himself, which is Toby. You're right, Toby.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you on the screen. You ready?
Yeah.
Look. You. There you go. How was that game for you?
I lost the moon. It never left the table in the first game, so I just didn't have the moon for the second game.
Oh.
And can't fight without the moon.
You can't fight without the moon?
No.
Why didn't you charge your little lad into Nagash when you had the chance?
I didn't have the moon.
But why didn't you do it anyway?
I was hoping to have
But then
the
he
moon.
died.
Yeah, but I tried.
Why didn't you just do it? We were all ready for him to go in.
No, because plan was go in there, spider into one unit of the Blade Geists.
Okay.
Wide into the other.
Okay.
And kill both of them.
Alright.
And I did 4 mortals total.
How many mortals do you normally do?
Average about 15 to 20.
How many wounds did you do in the first game?
About 30?
And how many wounds did you do in this one?
7 or 8?
Right, you need to get better.
I do.
Right, if you haven't got the moon, roll better.
The plan is roll better to get the moon.
So, because of the in turn, I think turn 2, Kragnos died?
3.
Turn 3.
Yeah.
Turn 3. Try getting good. Yeah, that's the one you need to try. Have you tried getting good?
No.
Okay.
I'll try that next game.
So in turn 3, obviously, Kragnos went down. Do you think that was where the game just sort of unravelled a bit?
I unravelled turn 2 when I didn't get the moon.
Right, okay, right. Okay, so what Because you went in quite early. You went sort of false end. Craggy was in. The spiders were in.
Yeah.
You killed the 20 Blade Geists, which everyone was a bit shocked about. And then you obviously had Nagash there. Right, and then you did like, almost nothing to him.
Yeah, didn't have anything to really get into Nagash
Okay.
afterwards. That
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
thing.
And then obviously like Nagash just did all the work.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then the Blade Geist go into a spider and lift the spider every.
Oh. That's not what you want, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay, so what by turn 3 you just like lost too much?
Yeah.
Like-
I think this mission as well is hard because you can't aggressively deploy the Loon Shrine. 'Cause
Okay.
There's no man's land in the centre.
What do you mean by aggressively the Loon Shrine?
Essentially, the edge of my territory to get
Yeah,
the
yeah.
moon as far forward as I can.
Okay.
So I don't have to rely on rolling a 4-up.
Yeah. And then you literally like have that terrain piece there, get your little lad with mortals in,
Exactly.
and just smash people
Yeah.
off.
Nagash was about 2 inches out of the moon from the
Okay.
shrine.
Okay.
If he was there, I'd have went in.
Didn't. That's really sad for you.
I know.
I'm gutted. I'm gutted for you, and hopefully next game you get to play something else. Your moon comes back, and I want to see like 50, 60 more moons.
Yeah, I still did about 40 that game.
Only 40.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next turn we need 50, 60 mortal wounds going in. If there's any list that you've seen this weekend, what do you want to play? What do you want to kill?
I want to hit a monster with
You want to hit a
Kragnos.
monster?
Just charging Kragnos and kill
Okay.
it.
Monsters.
That's the problem.
Okay. Well, hopefully you can prepare yourself for the next game.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You're going to get some rum?
Don't drink.
Oh.
I might though.
after that, I'm just like, I'm going to get on it. I'm proud. All right. Well, it was good to chat to you, mate.
Yep.
I'll catch you in a
Thanks.
bit. Disappeared. There you go. Good, mate. I appreciate that. Yeah. There you go. Toby just shouting that he needs the moon. So Toby there needing the moon. We're going to look at game. Mark, where was that update from? Table 2, what was it? There you go. Listen to Mark. Mark's going to give you an update.
You listen to me because I'm not good enough for the camera.
Yeah, pretty much. Why don't you come and sit
Fair.
down for a minute? Come on.
All
Let
right,
everyone see your pretty face. We're being very professional for a minute.
Make a change, wouldn't it, really?
There you go.
Being
And
professional.
everyone can see you
What's
here.
that? Oh, good lord, no.
There you go.
What's up, Twitch world?
So this is game 2.
Peace. Yeah, so this is game 2. We have got Stavros versus Kieran. Now, Kieran's has just pulled a bit of a cheeky move.
Okay, what was that cheeky move?
So he's moved those Bulgor outside of 3
Okay.
in the charge phase. Because
Yeah.
normally in Age of Sigmar, if you're more than 3 inches away, what can you not do? Pile in and fight.
Yep.
But what if I told you they could charge? Start of the combat phase.
Yeah, because you got the Doom Bowl with the command ability, right? So use that
Correct.
command ability,
Yep.
use it on the Bulgor, smash straight into the...
So they are going to go into that mega boss
Oh,
with
they're lifting him.
some vengeance. And
Are we turn 4 now?
we are in the bottom of turn 3.
Okay, so we're still only +1 rend,
Yeah.
but obviously that still means that they're what, rend 3 at this point?
Yeah. I mean, I think they're in 3. There's a lot of attacks there. You know, there's an incarnate on that middle objective as well.
Yeah.
The
'Cause
Bulgor has
these 6
lifted.
pigs are still alive as well, aren't they?
Yeah, those
Okay.
pigs are still there. The Bulgor did lift the pigs that he was in combat with.
Yep.
Sorry, the Doom Ball,
Yeah.
even. So that's where the hole has gone, which has allowed those Bulgor to
Yeah, because
just...
this Doom Bowl was in combat with 3 pigs. The 3 pigs did kill him, but then
Yeah.
because of the aspect of champion that Doom Bowl's got, yeah, fueled by Garish Rage, with 3 up, he just came
Yeah.
back and had some extra wounds.
3 up, followed by a 3 on the D3, put him up to 3 wounds. And even though he's a cow,
Just really
that
funny.
boy went ham.
He actually goes up to 4.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, because you get plus... Is there a...
Well, it's because you don't die. You stop on 1
Oh,
wound,
correct.
so it negates it to 1. You then roll
Okay,
3 and then
so
you get to 4.
he was definitely on 3 wounds, so he would have rolled a 2 on the D3.
That's pretty
That
funny.
makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think looking at that game, I think Kieran's certainly in control. Using the terrain to block in that mega boss for the second battle round was absolutely huge.
That's always big, especially in this pack. Like whether he actually
Yeah.
lose that mission. I'm gonna get rid of us. off-putting looking at
Correct.
faces, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I am a very off-putting face.
You
I've
are,
been
yeah.
told that a lot.
It's true.
Mostly by my partner, but that's fine. No, so yeah, I mean, so just to kind of give the finer detail on that play, he's put the spawn into the Ard boys, who then didn't kill the spawn.
Yep.
The Mega Boss needed to kill. Well, there was a shooting attack that needed to kill that spawn to free up the Ard boys to charge into the Bulgor, which then allowed the gap for the Mega Boss to charge.
Yep.
Didn't kill the spawn with a shooting attack, leaving the Ard boys in combat with the spawn, and the terrain meant that wide, big old base couldn't get anywhere to where it needed to be.
No. Has that Mega Boss just died? Do you want to go and find out if that
I'm
Mega
just
Boss
going to go
died?
find out, but that definitely looks like that's
Alright.
one dead Mega Boss.
I'll see you in a bit.
See you later, buddy.
Right, so hopefully we can get some information about that Mega Boss. It looks like those Doom Bowls have just lifted him, because I don't understand. There's no real way that that Mega Boss can teleport. So, yeah, table 2. I'm gonna give you the player's audio for a minute.
Yeah, got beaten by the Bulgor.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I will go. That's the end of the turn, right?
Yep.
So I score. I hold 1, hold 2.
Hold more.
That Mega Boss is now dead. So those Doom Bowls gone in, murdered a Mega Boss, and I think that's gonna be Kieran's game from now.
Agreed. We have an update from table 1.
Okay.
In this tense game between Matt and Derek Erickson. Top right-hand corner, you've got a charge. The Curseling teleported using Tunnel Master to get up to this top right-hand corner. Blues moved in, both trying to take this objective. They both, unfortunately, the 9-inch rerollable here from the Curseling and also the Blues, obviously in rerolled 1, wasn't able to get into this unit of skeletons here and take them out and also grab the point. Luca Vi just took 3 mortal wounds, and so he's going to be hitting on 6s. Now, the story is from the table, and both obviously Derek and Matt, their first time with the new Soulblight Gravelords, especially the new Skeleton Warriors. Skeleton Warriors in each combat phase get to roll a dice for the slain models in it, and then return models. So it's like rally every combat phase for the Skeleton Warriors, and they're just incredibly tough to shift. Matt G, who's using them, is saying they're insane and I love them. Derek playing against them is like, they're just so, like, I can't chip them away. I can't clear them away. They're so annoying. And they're not the threats. They're not the things I need to be worried about. So I can't even commit like proper pressure to them. So that's quite interesting, and I'm really enjoying that. The snail board not yet in play. No, the new Fire Slayer board though is in play.
That one looks rad.
Yeah. We've got the new KO board, new Fire Slayer board here at the arena. We're going to do a couple more Fire Slayer boards just because we've got some tables happening downstairs. So I just want to get them done as quick as possible, and then we'll rotate in some like different sets when we get the time, which is pretty exciting. Top right list. I'm pretty certain you guys can go and check all the lists out here. But the core, no, that's not it. The core elements of the Soulblight list is Neferata, Vampire Lord, Zombie Dragon, and then 10 Blood Knights. Those are the big pieces in the list. But then it's just some key elements, some Skeleton Warriors and some other bits. Corpse Carts in there as well, which is pretty fun, which I quite enjoy. So yeah, like a pretty interesting game. Table 4 is obviously over, as we talked about. Bulgor still settling, but we are waiting now for the round to be over. The round is technically dice down, so as the TO, I'm going to have to go shout at some people.
Okay.
But just to kind of conclude, top right-hand corner, it should be Matt G's game.
It is going to be Matt G's game.
It's Matt G's game. So we'll sign that off right now. Over on table 2, Stav is very close. This is a close game. They're still working it out, but I'm going to have to go tell them.
I think this one is a Kieran game just because of that Mega Boss going down this turn.
Yeah, the Mega Boss went down to the Bulgor.
Yes, the Mega Boss is down, and now all it's left for Stavros is those 6 pigs.
So the important part to talk about is obviously the Bulgor doing the work in all of the different places, but the key point has to be, and what I think BC Chaos is so good at, was the disruptive nature of shutting down the Mega Boss or Maw Crusher more than anything else. Being able to utilize that spawn earlier to make it so that he wasn't able to charge into the Bulgor.
Just rude.
It's rude. Yeah, it's more effective. Like they are absolutely like a scalpel army and very fragile, but I still think they're the strongest army in the book because they got the strongest army in the game because of their skill expression. Sure, we could talk about Thunder as being crazy, and now we've got Seraphon. But none of those require massive skill expression to be able to utilize. They're just powerhouse juggernauts.
Yeah.
And maybe that's always going to come into play.
Why I'm using them next week.
Interesting. Which one? KO.
Thunderous.
Yeah. They're very good. Okay, well, with that said, so we'll be back in about half an hour, 45 minutes for the next round. So I hope you guys are excited. Hello, we're back. With the right way around for the nameplate.
Hey!
We did it.
Smashed it.
We did it. I hope you enjoyed that. Me and Adam are going to go and question our lives and not know anything about Age of Sigmar anymore.
I literally have no idea anymore.
Pretty crazy. I'm going to go talk to some people. So tune in again.
Can we go get like an Archeon Zinch? I can talk about that for days.
I'm just waiting. Where's 12 flies?
12 flies.
Where are they? Where are they?
2 Basties.
Yeah, yeah, will do. Oh, the intern hit 50,000 subscribers. I'll tell her. She's not here today, but I will. Chat, you're wonderful. Adam, you're wonderful. Table Boss Mark, you're wonderful. Thanks to all the players. We'll be back for round 3 soon. Loads of love and take care.